Hello, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live. Half of the Mandem are not here because obviously, you know what it's like, my black man timing and all of that. You know what I'm saying? To these men are always late. But listen, people, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Another Mandem talk. Another emergency Mandem talk. You know what I'm saying, bro? Um, yeah, long day, long day. Mandem, chat to me. Chat to me, Mandem. Chat to me.
What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, big up everyone. Big up Rhino. Big up everybody, man. Fucking hell, boy. This is just, look, I am not even going to start the cooking yet, yeah, but I'm going to tell you something, yeah. I have a list here of man that really thought, yeah, after the performance against Villa, that there was something to smile about. The same thing that has made you laugh is the same thing that is going to make you cry. 3-game challenge. But yeah, I'm here, Saeed, man. Let's just do this. I'm here.
All right. We got man like Ash in the building. Ash, what are you saying, man?
I don't know, man. I thought we could get something out of this game today. I was a bit hopeful looking at it. Do you know what I mean? Going into it. But I think Ten Hag lost that game for us, isn't it? You know, it's one of those, we'll talk about it. But I mean, how much longer is this guy going to have? You know, how much longer is he going to continue for? You know, at what point, you know, are they going to look at it and think an interim's going to do better? Like, an interim can't do any worse. So yeah, just same old. You know, I can't believe anyone's Ten Hag in at this point. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you seeing to think that this guy can change things?
Bro, Rhino, chat to me. What are you saying, bro? Everything blessed?
Yeah. Listen, as blessed as I can be, man. Big up Ash. Big up obviously Traps as normal. Listen, man. When I jumped ship, people thought, "Oh, Rhino, you're losing faith." And listen, what? How long can we endure this, bro? How long can we take these inconsistent games? How long can we sit here and not know how our next game's gonna be? How long? Something needs to change, but we'll talk about it. Big up the chat as always. You know, make sure you guys are liking the video. And yeah, man, we'll talk, man. We're gonna talk, man.
Yeah, man. Big up Aduali, man. Says, get this effing manager out of my club. I told this man about the rat Bruno for years. They said I had an agenda. I do have an agenda against shit footballers. Get these old man out now. Listen, I hear you, man. I hear you. Big up Adams. Big up to you, my bro. This Everton our brother got me listening to violent drum music. Centre back and them man there. Head's fully gone, and I usually just compress the pain, but something about this one hits different, by the way. Big up Olango. He deserves our moment. Listen, 1.6K here. Leji's going to come. He said he's going to come about 10 o'clock, so 15 minutes. Musa, Leon, and like I said to you, other men are going to be here, so hopefully, you get me, you'll hear from them soon. Lucas says, thank you for the year, buddy. Get on the vitamins, feel better. Broski, I'm ill, man. I'm ill, but I'm still here. I'm showing up. But the players and the manager, they don't show up. You know what I mean? Big up to Steve. Old Trafford's falling down. This guy's shameless, by the way. This guy had a rat in his football pitch. He had a mouse in the Etihad. And he's talking about Old Trafford, mate. You need to worry about the Etihad, mate. About the rats over there, man. So listen, it is what it is. But Ryan, Traps, chat to us, man. What happened today? What happened today? Talk to me again. Talk to me.
Oh, what happened today? You mean, today? Just today? Isolated incident today? The same thing that's been happening all season, yeah? The same thing. So when you sit down and you think about all the performances, all the points, all the goals, everything, yeah? It's all been shit from day one. From day one of this season, absolute shit. I had to sit through 21 minutes, yeah, of the Mandem talk, listening to you, man. Emery, hold that. Emery, this. 21 minutes, yeah? There's names. Hawaii Safdar, Z Gold, yeah? Bradley Kaluuya, come outside, bro. Because you, man, was happy as Larry, yeah, 3-4 days ago. You was happy as Larry. So tell me now, what have you got to be happy about right now? Because I expected this,
About the X-Reg.
Full tires, left back, bro. Your Rolls-Royce Varane, yeah? You man talking about Rolls-Royce, this and that and the third. What are we talking about tonight? My man was there with his fucking engine management light on again, yeah? That's what I'm talking about, yeah? So hold on a second. I sent these man a video. In the group chat of Anthony and Ahmad doing the training drill. Yeah, you can see the quality then. You can see the difference. Yeah, and Ahmad comes on, you can see the difference. So you turn around and tell me, people want to turn around and say, oh, Sancho this, Sancho that. Bro, if I was Jadon Sancho right now, not only will I not be disrespecting this manager, I'll be disrespecting anyone who backs him too. Simple as that. The guy ain't got a fucking clue. He's a joke, man. Do you understand? He's a joke, man. Them man there, yeah? Eric 10 has been. Eric 10 humbled, yeah? Eric 10 excuses, blood. Yeah? Sick of it. Get the fuck out of the club. Take your shit brethren with you, Anthony, yeah? And go back to Ajax. They need you. Go back to Ajax. Start again and go and bamboozle some other team. You got man like fucking what's his name? What Esposito, whatever his fucking name is, yeah, coming in there and doing a job on you. 15th place these man are, you know. 15th place. 15th place. That's not relegation fodder, yeah. Dealing with man like man is just like with just anybody. Because you know why? Because we are anybody. So when you sit down and say, oh, Unai Emery for this club, what the fuck is this club? This club is done, dead, yeah. Got man like Brailsford sitting in the back, yeah, not impressed. 180 minutes of shit football he has had to watch, yeah. This performance guy, blood, yeah. Assess this man's performance tonight, blood. Assess it tonight, yeah, and come to a decision. Because I promise you now, it won't be no different from what I'm thinking. Fucking joker, man. I'll be honest with you, I'm sick of it. I am not watching Manchester United Football Club again, yeah, until this man's gone. I am not doing it. I'm not doing it.
We need him gone soon, then. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I big up to Sunshine. I was sure he subbed out Melo for an injury, only to find out it was tactics and he has no regrets. No regrets, we fucking lost. That's what I'm trying to say. This manager's absolutely bullshitting in front of our eyes. Man said tactics. Are you dumb?
Tactics.
Like, seriously, something's wrong with his head, bro. Someone needs to test his head.
You see when he was doing your watch along? Yeah? And he's like, Mano's coming off. Mano was coming off. I messaged in there. I said, Mano out, McTominay in brackets, tactic. Because you know why, yeah? You know why? Because my man's doing the Ladbrokes thing again. He's doing the Ladbrokes thing again. Oh, McTominay gets me goals. Let me put a bet on him. That's what he's fucking doing, bro. No clue, no tactics, no nothing. So, like I said, where's the laugh now? Furthermore, where is Ty? Yeah, where is Ty? Mandem get Ty in here now to explain how he was
where he is.
A toast to me, yeah? A toast to me when I'm telling you, man, the truth. Listen, man, whatever, man.
Nah, he's watching the darts, man. He thinks it's better than this, you know what I mean, in terms of, you know, you don't want to be depressed about United, man, so I don't blame him, bro. I don't blame him. Leon, chat to us, man. When man says about tactics here, how does that make you feel, Ash? How does that make you feel, Ash, when he talks about tactics for Manu? And then the guy who comes on leaves two goals conceded. I don't give a shit. That position there, a CDM would have cleared that ball out. And he goes, it's nothing to do with the midfield. Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
You know what it is, Saeed? I think it is tactics for him. I think he thinks that McTominay's decent at holding that, you know, the position in front of the defenders. I think he actually believes that. Because otherwise, why is he bringing him on? You see Mino do a job. You see him do a job against Liverpool. You see him do a job. Okay, he had a moment against West Ham, but you see he's performing. He's doing well. How do you take him off I don't think anybody at half time is looking at that and thinking Mino needs to come off. If anything, he needs a little bit of support. Do you know what I mean? It's madness. The idea that McTominay's going to be the answer at that CDM position as well. Okay, maybe move Rash. I'll just move for a second. Yeah, Garnacho off the right hand side of one of the best games he's ever had in his career moves him over to the left to accommodate Anthony. What are we doing? Like, we've seen what Anthony can do. We know what he can do, which is nothing. So, this manager at this point, I don't think he knows what he's doing. I don't think he's got
Ash, you know what happened? Ash, you know what happened? I think because Højlund was ill, we had to force and put Rashford in the centre, so we had to have 2 wingers. So I think that's why.
Yeah, I know what you're saying,
but there were better options anyway. There were better options anyway, to be honest. Yeah, there were better options.
You know, you look at Ahmad. I mean, what's he seen on the training ground? What is Ten Hag seeing on the training ground that makes him think that Anthony's a better player than Ahmad? We saw in one clip this week what Traps was saying there. Anthony took, double the amount of time, something like 10, 15 seconds to get a shot off, which Ahmad gets, 4 or 5 seconds on the ball and banged the balls in the back of the net. What are we talking about? What is he seeing? The man can't see. He's blind. He doesn't know what he's looking at. Do you know what I mean? So that's why he's bringing on McTominay at half-time to swap him for Mino. It's madness. Doesn't know what he's doing. Bro. I mean, and you know what? You're hearing that, Brailsford's not met with him and the Ineos hasn't met with him. Well, we know why they've not met with him, because they don't want him. He's not their guy. Do you know what I mean? That's
don't want him, man.
They don't want him.
He's trying to beg it. Why is he trying to beg it?
Exactly, yeah, you heard him begging. Do you know what I mean? He's making excuses saying, we didn't have a striker, players are injured and all that stuff. When new owners, when anyone comes into a new club, the first person they speak to is the manager. They're ghosting him. They're not picking up the calls. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he's not their guy.
I told you, man, 3 streams ago, this guy's blocked. I told you he's blocked. I've been told you. I told you 3 streams ago. This is what I told you, man. You man seem to think that this is like, he can save his job, or he can turn this around. Turn what around? Turn what around? I'm looking at this right now, and I'm thinking to myself, as a performance guy, thinking, hang on a second, mate. You took 80 million quid out of this club and gone and got your man over there. Yeah? You then
and he saw him, Traps. He was looking at him at the training ground, do you know what I mean? He was watching Anthony on the training ground, looking at him for a season and a half and thinking, yeah, you know what? This guy can do it in the Premier League. He's scoring against bum teams in the Dutch league. And he's thinking, yeah, this is going to be my guy, and I'm going to sanction 80 million. He thought that was a good idea.
Listen, you've got your guy. Not only that, you've gone and sold it. You've gone and made us sell a guy for 15 million quid, who's ripping up trees on the dance floor tonight, mate. So as it stands right now, my friend, you owe us 65 million quid. You owe us 65 million quid. Yeah?
He's got no talent identification.
Let me tell you what Ten Hag needs to do. Let me tell you what he needs to do. He needs to leave and he needs to waiver his severance pay. That's what he needs to do. Waiver that. Squash that and fuck off. Simple as that. Yeah? You failed, mate. You failed. You brought a bunch of shit into the club and you fucking failed. And as a result,
we also have the receipt as well. No, but the thing is though, how can you say you deserve this 60 million payoff when you haven't played Ajax football anyway, man? You know what I'm trying to say? I'll be real with you, man. Call it quits. See you later. Bye-bye. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Because at the end of the day, you've conned us, man. You've conned us. The whole fan base been conned. Because my man's talking about style of play, this and that. Bro, I was falling asleep. I'm telling you guys, I was falling asleep watching us play against Nottingham Forest. We have got 9 defeats already this season. Yet this manager is not a problem.
Said, let me even carry on from there. Let me carry on from that exact point you made, yeah? So cool, yeah? 21-22, our worst season ever, yeah? 21-22, yeah? We came 6th. We had 58 points. We lost 12 times, yeah? We lost 12 times. We've lost 9 already, you know. We've got 3 more, and then we're going to equal the amount of losses we had in our worst ever Premier League season, yeah? You go to last season, 22-23.
We got flawless.
Yeah? We lost 9 times. So we're even with our last season. We're even already, you know. We've got 18 games to go. And that season was even less competitive. Bro, what is happening here right now?
Brother, it's
Ferguson's peak, bro.
Brother, it's Ferguson's birthday tomorrow.
Tomorrow, bro.
Birthday tomorrow, you know.
Bro.
Listen, he needs to be asking for that as a present, mate. The present needs to be, this guy needs to go, mate. Yeah? Sack this man, bro. Sack this
9
man.
losses. We've got 18 games left.
I can't, Mandem are really out here thinking that man needs to give man time. The only time he needs, is time inside prison, bro. He is a fucking fraudster and a fucking terrorist, bro. He needs prison time. He's a scammer. He's a scammer, bro. That's a scammer right there. Do you understand? That man there, if you give him too much of your details, he will rip you off, blood.
Bro, look at the agency he brought, man. Man said, yo, Amrabat, yo, come and sign for my agency.
I saw his brother and that signed
said,
him. Some shit.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, this guy, he has to be held accountable. He needs to be taken to court, man. He's put an agency through United, man. I said, yo, I'm going to bring some of my guys and I'm going to sign him to my agency as well, bro. Because later on, when he goes back to wherever he goes, he's going to sign half these players back. You know what I mean, bro? I'm telling you now, man.
It's peak, bro. And do you know what it is, yeah? Super chat, so again.
Let's get super chat before I bring in Flawless. Nina says, funny how the laughing stock United get slapped up and laughing stops. Also, Bikini Bottom. Big up Said and the gang. The Mandem Talk should be a must watch for all soccer fans. Listen, 2.8k here. Make sure you like the video, man. Let me bring in Flawless. Flawless, chat to me. What's your opinions, man? Like, are you same old, same old? Have you got nothing? Have you got nothing new to say? Have you got something new to say? Chat to us, bro.
I don't even need to be here. You could replay what I said last week. It's the exact same thing. My apologies on the lateness as well. I overslept. That game put me to sleep. Like it really did.
Bro, I don't blame you.
So my apologies. My alarm was going off. I just didn't want to wake up. You know what I'm saying? I was so out of it. I messaged Saeed at the wrong time. That's how messed up I was. That game really did me over. But in regards to the actual match, nothing new to say. We've seen all our limitations on show going forward, created nothing. Absolutely nothing. And the thing is, that's it, Rhino. It's not in Forest. It's not even where we're playing a team where you go, they are defensively fantastic, and you just give it up to them and say they had a fantastic defensive display. No, I'm saying we was limited, which we are limited side. And again, worrying, someone tweeted this. I wish I had thought of it. Like we're 0-0 going into the game. I mean, into halftime. Forest haven't really offered too much going forward. We haven't offered too much going forward. You could say the momentum was slightly a little bit with us. And then his go-to guy to change the game is Scott McTominay. That is the concerning part. That he's looked at our bench and gone, McTominay is the guy to get us the goal. And then what makes it worse is that he's took off Maino. And how many times have I spoken about us and when we play the double pivot, man, how much better we look? Because I think with both Eriksen and Maino in there, we probably don't concede the first goal. Because you concede so many of those cutback type of goals when you have two in there.
And again, Maino, spaces.
Again, Maino and Eriksen weren't great, but like I've said previously, even when we played Liverpool, when we played who did we just beat? We just beat someone as well. Villa, that was it. When we played Aston Villa, you see how much they are better from a structure standpoint, and that's what it is. But this manager, we know he's cooked. Like what Trout said, he's a criminal. Man, you give him too much of your details, he will scam you. But I don't know how much more you need to see, because the worst part about the game today, the result and the performances, I don't think it's a surprise to most. It's definitely not a shock to me. Even going off the Villa game, it's not a shock. We're playing Forest. It should be all right. We lose to Forest. We had an off day, and they was on point. But again, they weren't even at their best. It's not like Forest were fantastic.
You don't have to do that though against United. How many times do a team not have played well, and then
that's my point, Saeed. I think every game we've lost this season, including in the Champions League, I don't think anyone's played well against. I don't think anybody, and that's what annoys me the most.
But you know what? This is what I'm going to say for all us. But what about what about 3-4 days ago when everyone was skinning up teeth though? Everyone was skinning up teeth.
Everyone was skinning up.
Good evening from the rooftops and that.
But you know why everybody was skinning up teeth? Because there's too much. How do I put this? People put too much stock in a win rather than rather than waiting for consistency. Because we've seen this against Chelsea. We beat Chelsea and everyone was happy. Well, not everyone was happy. A large proportion of the fan base was happy. Talking about, we've turned the corner, this, that, and the third. Then we go and lose to Bournemouth in embarrassing fashion. We beat Aston Villa. You know what I'm saying? Actually show resilience. You know what I'm saying? Actually show some steel. Beat Aston Villa and then go and lose to Forest. Go on.
We're the team. We had this team. This Manchester United have come back for more 2-0 wins than anybody. We've seen this. Last season we did it, but this season it was the first time. We have seen this situation. This is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer all over again. We've seen it.
Well, it's
man
Oh
were
worse
yeah,
right
coming
on
from
him.
behind.
I
Yeah,
can't
we
lie.
was dog.
These
Yeah,
man
we
were
was
worse
doggy.
on
right
Yeah,
on
we
the
was
team.
doggy style FC on the Ole Gunnar
They was
Solskjaer.
right
Yeah,
on
we
the
was.
team and
Yeah,
did
yeah,
the
yeah,
mad
yeah,
thing.
100%.
And then the next game, they're just sitting around there like, raw. Like,
They got onto us last week in the chat. Oh, why are these man? Oh, what kind of Man United fans are these? Everyone's so negative. We've just won. This is what we.
Because
This is
Rhino,
the reason why we're
you know why,
negative last week.
you know why the chat's onto you, because you're just being logical and just looking at it in isolation as one result and just looking for more. Because I guarantee, because I can speak for you two on this, if we had played well today and then beat Forest, and then we play well the week after and beat
They
whoever,
wouldn't be like, hold that. They wouldn't be like, hold that.
No,
They
but I'm
would have
saying,
said you hold that.
I'm saying in the next, I'm saying in the next
these men are
one
doing?
sec tracks before you go. I'm saying in the next 5-6 games, let's say the month of January, we actually put in better performances and get better results. We're all going to be much more optimistic because then it becomes a pattern.
100.
We're all looking for patterns and consistency. My biggest issue with this team is consistency. How we playing anybody we play, and I'm not going into games confident. Doesn't matter who we play. I'm not saying with confidence we're winning the game. And if someone turns around and says, someone said, "Oh, you're going to lose to Forest today," I can see that.
Fullest, these man, yeah.
Before
These
you go,
man-
Trap, before you go, Adam Derbyshire says, big up the Mandem. I am a City fan, but I would be fuming with Eric Ten Hag as much as a fart in a spacesuit. That's joke. Big up Shakar. Shakar says, shout out to you guys for the watch alongs and that. Shout out to Andy Tate. Andy, Ten Hag's the biggest fool in Manchester. 18
funny.
goals is
The
goals
biggest
scored.
fool.
6 times. Yeah, exactly. 6 times we could see the first half. I'd rather sit and stare at the wall for 90 minutes.
Big up my
to
guy Sheik,
Shakar.
man. Big up my guy
Yeah,
Sheik.
big up my guy Sheik, man. My fellow access, shout out to the consistent Saeed. Also, we took pictures with 5 trophies today, while the other Manchester team can only take pictures with eating 5 burgers. Wow. Shout out to my fellow Ark. And the bracket buyer says the last time we started off this bad, Hitler was not even the Chancellor of Germany.
Oh, man.
Wow. Listen,
Wow.
do you know what it is, man? The super chats are graphic today, man. It just shows you the times we're in right now. Before you go, Traps, yeah? Let me introduce big up Neji, as always. Neji, how you doing first and foremost? Yeah, and just your opinions on what you saw today. Chat to me. What's your opinions on today?
Just dead, man. Just same old shit, man. I mean, again, Højlund is the only player missing from the same team that we saw give a performance against Villa in the second half. So you tell me the mindset of them players, they can't, again, even do the basics, even get the foundation and the fundamentals right again, away from home. You played 3 days ago. 3 bomber whole days ago. You're telling me all of a sudden you switched up your tempo and your mindset and your attitude. 3 Ross Clark days ago, Saeed. This is not 2 weeks ago. It's not no bomber whole fucking, what do you call it, week break. The same fucking mentality I'm seeing 24/7. I don't want to talk about style of play when they can't even apply themselves. Talk about style of play when they're actually applying themselves, doing their thing, and then the style of play ain't fucking working. Then let's go down that fucking route. I literally said it against the fucking. I literally said it. I said it against fucking Villa. The first half, I said, why do we have to go 2 goals down to start playing? We go 1 goal down today, then we start fucking playing.
Why can't the manager? Why can't the manager though? Why can't the manager motivate him? No, Neji.
Respectfully, but I ain't got time for back and forth. I'm just gonna land my opinion and I'll listen to you in it. But I'm not wasting my time night time after a fucking result like that, bro. And I'm sure you're no different. All I'm looking at, Saeed, right now, yeah, bro, is a bunch of the same fucking bullshit over and over again. And then to make it worse, when they're fucking struggling, my man goes and brings off fucking Kobe Mino for McTominay, who stinks out the fucking the whole pitch. Like, if you're not performing well as a unit, fair enough, cool, you try and do something. Don't bring someone who you know, you didn't even use him against Villa to bring him on as a 6. You know doesn't work. And then you go and bring him on and do the fuckery like that. Nah, man, it's too much of the same bullshit every single time, man. You can cuss the manager you need to cuss. You know it from fact. Do what you need to do. I'm not going to sit here and act like there are not other major factors that we need to consider that we've been seeing for 10, 13, 14 fucking years, man. The same mindset every time, no matter what player. Our culture is that we cannot apply ourselves and do the basics for 90 minutes. Why would I sit here and go, you know what, yeah? You know what? I'll take it in isolation and go, every single player is actually giving their absolute 100 to do the basics, to even apply their discipline, their shape, their being focused in and off transitions. If you're not doing them, why would I have an expectation if you've been able to even complete fucking Tony Pulis's fucking football plan? It makes no sense to me. So yes,
but I think there has to be more accountability on the manager, because he's putting the group of tactics out there. He's putting the players out there. This is on him. I get the players and it's great as well.
Players isn't applying themselves. How does that make sense?
He's making the subs though.
He made the subs. Leon,
He made the subs.
I've just met.
Hey, keep going, man. I was ready for that.
Did I not just give an honest account going with bullshit before the?
So, Neji, what are you saying though? What are you saying? Let's cut to the chase. What are you saying?
Hold on. And to make it worse, he then makes a substitution like that. Did I not just say that? Did I? Yes or no? Did I not just say that?
No, you said that.
Yeah. But then I don't think
substitution. Do you know what I mean?
Neji, can we try this again? We've tried it, many a times. Obviously entitled to your own opinion. 4 years.
What am I trying, bro? I'll be honest. I ain't got no time for small talk and bullshit today, bro.
No, I'm genuinely asking.
Yeah,
this is a perfect segue to ask right now. Yeah, obviously
a lot
of the Mandem are done with the manager and that. Yeah, I said I'll give it till Christmas. I can't do it anymore because like I just said I'd do it to Christmas to stick to my word, but I can't do it no more because there's too much glaring basics that he's not doing. But that's my own opinion. But let's try this again. Yeah, obviously I know you answer me honesty in that. Yeah. Where does your cutoff point come where you go structure aside, the person who's leading the helm right now, they're making so many.
There's no structure aside. My opinion is based on structure.
No, but is there no? Do you obviously you're entitled to your own thing, but is there no line where you go? So, for example, if there's a Wally running the ship and he's just getting loads of things wrong, like where does your thing come in?
Again, that question is based on a hypothetical of an extreme opinion of it's all negative, and it's not that. So, a realistic explanation for me is. Again, I will back a manager for 4 seasons regardless until there's a football structure. That's standard.
What if the manager's got a minus 20 goals?
4 seasons. What positives can you see from Eric Ten Hag today?
From Eric Ten Hag today?
Yes.
Again, there was nothing to that made me go, that was positive other than bringing Amad Diallo on at 60 minutes again, making an early substitution. That's about it. Again, leaving Rashford on was a negative. Say again?
Do you think he set up the team correctly today?
He set up the exact same team the same way he did against Villa, who actually pulled out a performance out there.
Do you think he set up the team correctly?
Yes, obviously.
So you agree with him starting Anthony?
Okay, again, for clarity, team correctly in terms of profiles of players or styles?
Setting up the team correctly to go and play a fucking match against Nottingham Forest today. That's
based
all I'm
on asking. What profiles or tactics?
Based on what you have.
I think he did. Yes, I do believe based on what the players he's had, he set up correctly. But again, me personally, bought Anthony on the right.
Deji, can I ask you just one quick question as well? Do you think he got it wrong with the sub at halftime?
Bro, respectfully, I just said that in the start when Saeed asked me what I want. I did say that, yeah.
Yeah, I was just making I'm just clarity. That's all to make sure because you said a lot. That's all.
I made that very loud and clear. Like again,
I missed it. You know what? My apologies, Deji. I'm not being an asshole. My apologies.
Stress, man, no stress.
Yeah.
But you know what it's to me though.
This manager, Neji.
Say again, Traps.
Are you still behind this manager?
Why would you ask me a question you wouldn't know the answer to?
I don't know. I'm asking.
You do know because we have had the conversation.
His main thing is bigger changes, not the manager. That's his bigger. This is
bigger changes.
There you go. So why am I repeating myself? Not a dickhead.
I'm hearing bigger changes, and I hear that. But I'm saying, as this manager for what he has done, are you still behind him? I understand you wanted big changes, and everyone was again. So are you behind?
You know the answer to that.
For what he's done, are you behind him directly?
Just so you have clarity, and I'll say this one more time, just because it's you, Traps, and I got respect for this. I'll repeat myself one more time. I will back any manager for 4 seasons until there is football structure in this place because I'm not jumping on a hamster wheel backing a manager to get sacked 24/7 when I want dominance back at our club. The only way we're getting dominance is through football structure. So until that happens, only a manager can bring.
Do you think it's happening now?
Hold up, because I'm going to repeat it for the last time. Only a manager at Manchester United at the moment has an idea and understanding the way he wants to play football. Our board don't do that. So if I want dominance overall over a pity cup here every 2 seasons or maybe a Leicester City Premier League title, then I have to look at structure. Where am I going to get that from? Any manager. Sadly, I have to then back the bullshit as well with the good until he has 4 seasons at least minimum to be able to build that structure. Unless, and I'll finish on this, unless you bring a structure in and they go, Ten Hag, we don't want you. I'll be cool with that. That's the 3rd time I've repeated it. So all my backing of a manager is based on a structure, not based on the manager alone. So if you said to man, I want Graham Potter or want this, I guarantee I'll be backing him longer than you wanted him as well. Whatever manager you pick, I guarantee I'll be backing him longer than you.
Guys, what we need to establish for me though, is that I don't think for me a structure is important when this guy is failing to do his job properly. This is where listen, Neji, you've had your point. and I'm just going to look at it from the greater point. Yeah, this manager, structure or no structure, losing 9 games, the goals we've scored, every single stat, he is failing. That is not down to no structure, AG. That's just my own opinion right now. The manager is failing at his job, and that is nothing to do with the structure. So for me, I'm just like, miss me with the structure. That's where my head's at.
And
miss
like I
me
said,
with the
I'm
structure.
cool with that.
Because at the end of the day, hold on a minute.
That's for you, innit?
Hold on a minute. Because at the end of the day, every single stat, Manchester United are bottom, and that is down to the manager. Yeah, the group of players, they get their own criticism, and most of them, I'd sell, by the way, most of them. But this manager is failing in every single part of his job, regardless of any structure there present. That is the facts.
That's how you feel. That's how you feel. I just disagree.
Rather than the hypothetical. No, but hold on a minute. You need to deal with the facts.
That's how you feel. That's how you feel. I don't agree with that.
I'd like to identify it.
No, but you know, hold on a minute.
He's saying the facts. You don't deal with that. He's saying the facts.
No, but I'm dealing with the facts, bro. Yeah. I've just told you the manager's failing at his job. How is that not factual?
And explain to me how you've just said in the same sentence that these players deserve criticism as well. Therefore, it's not just one factor in this situation. There are multiple factors.
No, but I said let me get to the players.
Yeah, but the manager's
I'll get to the players. I'll tell them all, bro. You know, I'm saying to you. Okay, let me make it. Is the manager failing at his job? Is the manager on his own failing at his job? Yes or no?
Failing? No, he's not 100% failing. You said he's failing on every angle.
Just explain to you.
With me, bro.
This is crazy. Listen.
Ideology. The facts are there. There are more factors that go into the table that show you why someone's failing. That's fact.
Listen, I would like to identify certain things, certain observations that I have made, right?
Yeah, make your chat and then I'll get super chats.
Based on everyone's in agreement that well, I personally think that Anthony Dos Santos should never play for this club ever again.
Wait. This guy's an idiot, you know.
I
didn't know that was his full name. My bad. Sorry.
Santos, I think.
Not only that, the only time I want to see Anthony Dos Santos again,
right back,
is if he's coming on.
I'm out of here. Stop doing
right back.
No, wing back, man. Left wing back.
Right wing back.
Diogo. He's not a wing back. He's not a wing back. He's a right back. Yeah, he's
right back.
Yeah, he's an old school. Yeah, relegation right back. Because you tell you why, wing backs get forward and put crosses in.
Yeah, true.
He's not a wing back.
True.
He's not a wing back. Yeah,
but what's your whole point anyway?
Even Wan-Bissaka can go better forward than this.
What's your point? What's your point?
Let Chops land. Go on.
Observations that I've made. Yeah, I've made observations like this. Donny van der Beek. Yeah, if anybody in this chat or anybody in this world thinks that Donny van der Beek cannot play in this team, yeah, bro. Message me on your DMs. I'm going to book you a GP appointment, bro. Yeah? If you think, for 1 second that this guy can look at Anthony's performances, 1 goal in 2023 or something along them lines, yeah? If you think he can start for this club and that is okay, yeah? That is crazy. Do you understand? You've got players like, for instance, Ahmad, yeah? You've seen what Ahmad can do. Everyone's seen it. So if the manager can't see what's going on, he has a direct.
How was he today, Traps? Because I missed the second half a bit. How was he today?
My guy did bits, man.
Dangerous.
He had a clear. He had a clear inability to get the best out of these players, out of the squad. He's inept. If you think that you can go down, you can go. You can go in at 0-0 and feel that Scott McTominay is the answer. Yeah. You are sadly on drugs. You need to be relieved from your duty. You are not able to cope, bro. You can't cope on your own. You need to be getting pipped. Yeah? Pip,
not for real.
You need.
For real.
You need pip. Yeah, because you are not able to cope on your own. You need a carer to make decisions for you.
Wow.
I just don't understand how anyone.
Remember when Musa said it? He said he's concussed. He's concussed, man.
Wait, Musa said he's concussed.
I'm just going to read a couple of super chats, yeah? Man, I'm going to read it. Strasbourg, big up to you. He says, anybody noticed how who is Ten Hag in, cannot give any football reasons why he will turn it around. That's how your manager wants to play. He ain't getting any better because he doesn't want to. Serious question, is it the players or Ten Hag? We'll get onto that as well. Naz Udin, big up to you, says Ten Hag needs to go now. 9 defeats already. Worst record in 93 years. Out of 3 competitions. Carabao Cup, bottom of the Champions League, not in the cover for the Premier League. If he's still in the charge, we will be out of the FA Cup to Wigan. Big up to you, Naz. He says, Zamir says, if the uncomfortable conversation is, are you still behind the manager? I love it. When it gets hard, tough fans want a new manager. And Carl says, I think it's time we start referring to the captain's birds. So much waffle. Listen, you know what it is with me, yeah? My thing is, yeah, guys, yeah? I've just got a stat here, yeah? I'm gonna put out this stat for you guys. This is for me down to coaching. This is down to his philosophy and the way we play here. Look at this. Goals, 22. 18th in the league. I don't even do stats, by the way. XG performance, minus 7.4, 19th in the league. Shot conversion, 7.8%, 20th in the league. First half goals. This one for me is a clear indication of tactics as well. First half goals, 6, 19th in the league. I've got many stats.
Look at homeboy standing there folding his arms. Now put it back, Saeed. Look at him standing there. Look at the way he's standing there next to the stats, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
To be fair though, you don't need those stats. You can see it's awful. You can see it's bad. You don't need the stats.
You can see it.
That's what I'm saying. You know what's mad?
Now, Mandem, let's let Neji talk because I really want to hear something that can encourage me.
No, you don't need to be encouraged. Listen.
No,
the
bro.
Thing is,
Rhino wants
say
to say
something.
He wants to be saying.
Say something. I want this team to do well. Say something, bro.
Rhino, the first thing that's funny about this is I shared this group stats in the group chat earlier. I lie. Yes or no?
Yeah, you did.
Exactly, yeah. And what was my point when I made that point?
I can't remember.
Well, you were talking about the attackers. That's been your point anyway, attackers.
I literally said to man, same certain man, I'm going to name names, yeah? There was certain man that were cussing me and Musa for saying we should have prioritized forwards over a goalkeeper and midfielder.
I remember I cussed you,
right? No, don't respond. That's a fact. No one can chat shit to me on that.
No, but also,
and at the same time,
you have to get them forward to score, by the way. That's true. That's not true.
At the same time, them man were laughing at me and Musa because we were saying De Gea was not a problem, scoring goals was. So I am not surprised, bear in mind, my biggest criticism of Ten Hag, and I'll say this live on air again, I've got receipts. My biggest criticism of Ten Hag gave me my biggest prediction, and this is exactly why I'm not falling off the edge of the hill, crying and dashing my shit out of the pram, because I expected this situation. I tried to tell you, like you didn't listen. I said, okay, I'll go quiet, no problem.
Yeah, but then how do you have faith in the manager to get it together? You then have to have a manager tactically to sort it out. You can't just say buy attackers and it's all going to be goals.
No,
we got 70 million to buy. Highland, do you know what I mean? What Highland?
Why you
I said we all 7 goals. That's funny.
But the idea that you're saying you should have invested in forward.
I'll tell you what I'm saying.
Do you look at the greater point?
I'll tell you again what I'm saying,
bro. Yeah, go on.
Some of you,
can I just ask you one thing?
No, hold up, man. I'm going to run my point because this is bullshit. Wait.
I'm not going to question. I'm not going to question.
Hold up, man. Some of you laughed at the ideology that it was more important to get a keeper than it was to get forwards. You laughed at it. Some of you got gas when we got Onana, thinking it was the best thing since sliced bread. And I literally told you, man. I said this season, watch, we'll probably create more chances. With Onana, probably keyword. With Onana in goal, given the way he plays out the back. But we're guaranteed we'll concede more goals. I'll finish my status by saying this. None of that matters because if we can't put the ball in the back of the net, we're going to lose more games anyway. Therefore, what's the point in buying those man? You don't need it right now. When I said that about Ten Hag and I criticised him, I said he's been naive in the transfer market for doing that. So my biggest criticism of Ten Hag, give my biggest prediction. So I'm not a Ten Hag sexual. I've literally laid down the law about that.
Okay. I want to test you on that point. Yeah, is bringing forwards? Would that? No, hold on a minute. Bringing them forwards that you're talking about, would that still have changed the issue when the coaching is a fundamental issue as well? Also, yes or no?
I don't believe the coaching is a fundamental issue. That's where we're going to disagree. However, bro, I don't have to agree with you. You know,
you can't say that, bro. You can't say that, though.
We can both disagree.
No, it's not about. It's just. This is logic for what we see from the manager.
Yeah, for you,
we see logical stuff from the manager.
Bro. You've asked me a question. My answer is nice and easy. By clinical forwards, I mean those who can create at high chance and score at high chance. Because I looked at it and gone, okay, last season, defensively one of the best defenses in the league, best defenses in Europe, statistically proven as well. Midfield-wise, we created enough chances to bag more goals. We did. We weren't the highest in creative chances, but we created enough. So I looked at it and gone, okay, if I added more creativity from wide areas and relieve Bruno of those duties. Yeah, this is just me doing the solution thing. That's it. If I relieve Bruno of those duties, put more creative aspects in wider areas and in my striker, do we then add goals to a better defensive record? Yes. Ten Hag was naive in the idea that, oh, he's going to get more than 2 seasons. No fucking manager at Man United statistically gets more than 2 seasons on average. He was a donkey for moving the way he moved in the transfer market. Everyone was getting gassed at some of his signings, and I sat there and said, okay, there's my prediction. Hold it out. I'll sit quiet. And now I'm sitting here chatting loud because my prediction's bang on, and no one's got chat for me.
All right, Neji, can I ask you something based on that point?
Let me just say one thing.
Mandem, wait, Flawless, let me ask you one thing just on that point, yeah? All right, cool. So, Neji, you predicted this, yeah? Fair enough. You predicted that our car's about to crash. Why are you still sitting in the car then? Why are you still sitting? No one's going to crash.
That's a great question. I'm glad you've asked that. Quite simple. For me personally, I think it's more detrimental going on a hamster wheel and sacking manager over and over again if the end result is I want dominant football.
Like I said to Leo,
that's not the question. That's not the question, though. That's not the question, though.
Hey, Nature, hold on a hamster wheel, though.
Hold up. Like I said to Leon, yeah, this all extends to what you want the end goal to be. If you're happy, like Leon said, going, you know what, I don't mind finishing 4th or 6th, getting a Europa League here, or maybe one Leicester City style Premier League, then cool. But understand this. My end goal is for dominance of Manchester United. So far on research and everything else, I have not found a club to the height of Manchester United that has been able to dominate without good football structure. So the next question I ask
Alex Ferguson, you can't put down structure. That was one genius. That was one miracle. That was one phenom. That wasn't down to structure. There's nothing about structure. What are you talking about? Structure. That was Sir Alex Ferguson. It was his dominance. It was one man. There's no idea. The idea that structure. Where is the structure? Look at Barcelona. Real Madrid.
Let him challenge your point. Come on, Daisy, let him challenge your point.
Okay.
Would he be instilling a job? No, he wouldn't.
Let him challenge your point, bro.
Let him go.
Let him talk, man.
You have to let him challenge your point. Lazy, chill. Lazy, we've allowed you to hear your thing.
You're talking about structure with Alex Ferguson.
What's he challenging?
Chill out, man.
I can hear him, but what's he challenging if I ain't finished the point?
Go on, Neji. Go on, you carry on your point, mate. Go on.
Go on, man.
Listen. I'm gonna mute everyone because I'll just mute everyone. Ash, you challenge his point, and then Lady, you come back to it, and then we'll let everyone else get involved. So Ash, you go first. You challenge his point, and then Lady, you then retaliate whatever you want to say back. So you go, Ash, first.
Right, very, very simply, we're talking about a structure with one greatness, with a man that was a phenom, that was unprecedented. You've never seen it in any other league in world football before. Talking about structure was the reason behind Sir Alex Ferguson doing so great. When you look at structures,
spoke about multiple clubs, but that's because you didn't listen.
Multiple clubs, go on, Neji. Go on, multiple clubs.
No, you carry on.
You look at Barcelona.
You listened, didn't it? You listened.
Yeah, for sure. You look at Barcelona. 5 managers last 5 years win league titles. You look at Real Madrid, consistently churning out managers. Ten Hag doesn't stay in a job with these teams. Look at Bayern Munich, 5 managers in 5 years, again, consistently winning over year and decade after decade after decade. Okay, some of the structures have changed. You look at Barcelona's structure, consistently changed over the last 10 years, so there's nothing been there really concrete. You look in the Premier League and the idea of structures. Okay, you've got Man City, that's it. But you look over Arsene Wenger's reign, you look under Mourinho with Abramovich, mainly it's been off the back of a genius, someone coming into a club and them themselves changing that club around them. Not this idea of structure. And we're talking about structure. What do you want of the structure? Do you know what I mean? It's like the idea that somehow all these clubs can get decent structures. It's the manager where it falls down to. It's him. It's on him. He's bringing on McTominay. He's making decisions. He's buying Anthony. He was given as much as he wanted in the summer to buy his man, to buy Mason Mount, to buy Onana, to get Amrabat, to bring in Anthony, continue to play Anthony. So this idea of structure, this man's, what more structure does he need? He's been given everything. So you're telling me that he needs a consistent structure around him to help him. He needs he needs an Ajax situation. So what you're telling me, he's not good enough by himself. He can't do it on his own. So what happens if if players,
no manager can. But if I can, have you finished? My bad.
Yeah. No, go on.
Now you respond. Now you respond.
Again, to respectfully correct you, I wasn't talking about in isolation to Sir Alex Ferguson. I was talking in general. On research, I have not found a club.
Give us some examples then. Go on. Give some examples.
Well, if I can finish, I just let you run your mouth, yeah, and I respectfully listened. Yeah, cool, safe. I'm not. I ain't got time for energy. I'm giving you my time.
You have to land your point. We're all grown adults, man. Come on, AG. Come on. Okay, go on.
So what I'm trying to say to you is, yeah, you got to look at across the history of football as many as you can find. Yeah, there's always an idea and a philosophy centered around what they want to do. Most recently, we can take a very decent example in Brighton, who again are not a big club, but look at what they've done. Right? Everyone said, "Oh, Graham Potter was the reason why I won." Oh, it was Caicedo and it was player manager. No, they were able to identify a profile and imagine the way they want to play. When Ten Hag went to Ajax had a philosophy how they wanted to play. They had a style and a systematic of how they wanted to play. His foundation was the way they played, yes, of course, but they understood what they were getting in their manager. When Manchester United pick managers, we have had better managers on CV that have ran some of the clubs that Ash has just spoken about. Better managers on CV, and they don't do what they do at Manchester United. If Pep Guardiola came to Manchester United, I dare say the same thing would happen. Therefore, is it just a manager or is there something bigger? And if you're not prepared to ask that question, no problem, but I did and I will. And because of that,
can I ask you one thing before? Can I ask you one last thing, yeah? Cool, my car's broken down. I'm waiting for a taxi.
Go on.
The taxi I'm waiting for is the answer to my question, yeah? I'm still waiting.
Leon killing me, you know.
So, the car is about to crash. You predicted that the car's about to crash. Why are you still sitting in the car? You haven't answered the question yet.
Well, I didn't get the chance to answer the question because I got caught up rudely.
Okay, the floor is yours. Why are you still sitting in the car knowing it's about to write off? Are you a sacrificial lamb where you think that when you write off somehow... Nadine, please, just help me, bro. Why are you still in the car? Why are you still in the car? Why are you still in the car? I'm worried about your safety. I'm worried about you. I don't want you to write off in the car, bro. Why are you still sitting in there, bro?
Like I said, if the hamster wheel keeps going and you keep running on the same hamster wheel expecting something different for 10, 11 years, then cool. So for me, I'm not sitting in that boat. The issue for me is, like I said, it comes down to two things. I'll go back to my point. Leon stated and said, this is why my opinion, actually, it doesn't matter in terms of what Leon's saying, because Leon's got different expectations to me. So I'll start with the expectations. I want Manchester United dominant again. I don't just want to challenge, I want to dominate, right? In order to do that, I want to see football structure because I understand and done enough research to understand what goes into that. AC Milan, again, the fans understood the situation as well. Look at their protest. Amazing, right? So if I know that football structure will give me an opportunity to have some level of dominance again, I've got to ask myself, where does that come from? I have to. Again?
So basically, you're saying that if we have structure and we gave Ten Hag 4 years and it didn't work, at least we've given him everything to say, okay, you're not.
No, I think Rhino. Can I just say something? Neji, can I just say something quickly?
Neji, we're gonna hear Leon and get super chats. So Leon then super chats. Leon then super chats.
No problem. Yeah, big up everyone in the comments. Everyone in the comments, you're not going crazy. Yeah, I think Neji gets. I think if I speak for a second,
I think I get what he's saying.
He gets annoyed because he gets misunderstood. Now, me and him have had a lot of one-to-one chats about what his expectation is. Do we agree? No, hell no. 4 years, you crazy? Do you know what I mean? But like at the same time, yeah, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Neji, yeah, you believe that if somebody stays in the position for 4 years, even if it gets bad, there's a higher percentage chance that they will clear out the whole club or that position where the ownership changes because it's that bad financially, commercially, the club's a mess, that everything will just change upstairs, than if we keep rotating managers because they will be the buffer point and the cover for the bigger picture. Is that kind of... Have I read that right?
That is the consensus.
So even if we end up like 10th, 15th, blah, blah, there's a higher chance that the ownership will then disappear and then you'll get your consistency.
Not that the ownership disappears, no. It's got nothing to do with the ownership disappearing. It has everything to do, like I said, it's centered around having a footballing structure that's moving in the right direction with an identity and philosophy that is there to put football first, not commercial assets and everything else. So therefore, no decision. I don't care. I don't want 99.9% of footballing decisions being perfect. I don't want even a smidge of commercialization within our club. This whole, you can only have 3 signings, this. Don't want to hear none of that. I want Manchester, I want the best in class through the whole board at Manchester United. And if they aren't going to provide that or bring that, and I know that is, again, directly linked to the level of success that I personally want, may not be used, whatever, it's cool. But if I know that's what I want, and I know the only way, me personally, that we can move in, how can I put it? We can move in a direction that is football-based only, it's got to be from a manager, sadly. The last person we saw do that, again, like I said, was Fergie. That's never going to happen again. But that's what this club needs.
Okay.
So you think the longer he's in, the more he can succeed?
No, I hear his point. Listen. I'm gonna get super chats. No, I've heard of him. I'm gonna get the super chats in. And by the way, I've sent Rance a link, so he's gonna jump in now. Krista says the personal in structure is very important. City with Pellegrini were good. City with Pep are generational. Both were supported equally. Eli the Book Reaper says this Ten Hag guy is pissing me off, and I'm an Arsenal fan. How can we all know who should start games and he don't? He needs sacking yesterday ASAP. Had to grab a popcorn. Big up everyone. Big up to you, Miley. This is a combination of years of poor decisions. If Pep was hired, now no difference. Let the Ilios time to review first, make a decision. Adi Wale says this man talking about forwards when our midfield is McTominay and Bruno. Big up to Adi Wale says Neji, stop acting like Eric Ten Hag is Fergie. He is not. It's gonna be more damage keeping his fraud in the job and bidding in more of his mediocre players. Even getting structure, he won't use the players. Anthony will still play. Ibn Maga says middle far left waffling. This guy talking about hamster wheel. If he was Chelsea fan, he would hate Roman to this day for sacking Ranieri. Hashtag waffler.
Is different.
Adi Wale said, don't be rude. Don't be rude, you're wrong. It's okay. Most of us back Eric Ten Hag. He's not the guy. Backing him is foolish at this point.
Well, I think,
no problem.
Go on.
Yeah.
No, I thought you was doing so. In regards to the structure thing, I think we would all prefer Manchester United to be dominant and challenging and winning for Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues consistently. With the current structure we have, that is not possible. Forget about us three-peating, doing doubles, reaching back-to-back Champions League final. Even though that is the overall aim. So then what you look for second is to go and compete when you can for a Premier League if the teams above you are not performing better, as that's why we've seen Leicester win the league. That's why we've seen Arsenal in a title race last season. Also in the Champions League. Last season, we watched Inter Milan reach a Champions League final. With the right structure, correct manager, correct players, and a favorable draw, you can do those things. So that's where we need to be set up and be in position to do. So the issue I think people have with Ten Hag and I have with Ten Hag is we're not set up for that. We had a successful season last season. Same structure. Exact same structure, the exact same issues we have. And in regards to the window when prioritizing a striker, we bought offensive players. We just bought the wrong ones. We spent 70 million on Højlund and we paid 60 million for Mount. We spent more money on the offensive area than we did the defensive area. Onana, to my knowledge, was only 40 million. Johnny Evans was a free. So we aim to improve the offensive area.
Mike is moving mad.
Yeah, the problem is what's it called? The problem was the profile. Mount's not good enough, which anyone could have seen that, and we're watching that with Højlund. All I'm looking for Ten Hag to do is do what he did last season. This consistency thing is not going to happen under this structure. I will take one good season, one bad season, one good season, one bad season, because I understand where we are at. It's not ideal, but you have to work with what ingredients you have. You have to cook with the ingredients you have in the kitchen. We all want 5-star ingredients. But if we don't have that, at least cook me up something, try something. I think that's where the issue lies with Ten Hag is we're good enough to go compete for second-tier trophies. Because in this 10 years, we've been bad. We've won a Europa League, we've won an FA Cup, and we've won 2 League Cups. So we won 4 trophies in the 10 years. And that's us being run terribly with managers. All I'm asking a manager to do is do the very best. Ten Hag did that last season. Ten Hag, even though I think he made mistakes, he did it last season.
And I think the only go on. No, sorry.
Yeah,
Flo, I think you make it. And again, I respect the point. And again, it's not. I don't think you're out the round for saying what you're saying. I think the part that we're missing in the whole theory, what we're talking of, is the players that he had last season have not been consistent this season in terms of the quality and what they brought to the team. Like it or not, Martin, again, we'll start with an easy one that doesn't trigger people. Martinez has been so key for us last season. Didn't get him. Therefore, ultimately, losing a player like that and not being having anyone to replace him, your style and structure is not going to be at least consistent. Having that. There are multiple players like you look at Casemiro, the input that he's had in the start of the season, even last season. massive miss. And most of us, and again, I feel I can speak for everyone, would have rather a Casemiro come off the bench than a Scott McTominay today. No problem. We don't have these options. So when I look at isolation,
Man said I'd have preferred Saeed. You're taking the mick.
When I look at isolation flawless, when I look at isolation flawless, and I'm looking at the whole consistency of players he's brought in and those who've been consistently either available or injured, whatever, right? I don't think he's had consistency within the quality that he's needed. Therefore, I didn't expect, personally, a consistency. Hence why I predicted this season going, bro, I don't think he's going to be able to do that. Now, you're right, bang on. We ain't going to be challenging for the trophies. That, to me, is the wildest take I'll ever have. But it's what I want deep down. So my opinion...
Of course, we all want that.
Right?
Yeah. What about the fact that he changed the formation at the start of the season, though?
Let me that's what I was going to get to. But go on, carry on.
No, but and again, we're on the same point then. I literally said to Musa previously that this season is the first season we've seen him change the way he wants to play football. Bringing in Mason Mount and Onana the way he has, again, has changed stylistically what he wanted to do. So we're not seeing the 2-6s dropping, having that solid defensive line no more. We're not seeing what we saw last season. So ideally, I said he's been too naive and making that jump too quick. It's like he's taken 3 steps backwards to go 5 forward. And we're currently in that backward step. I said I would have rather him just go 1 step forward and go, maintain what you did last season, keep the system, the style, and everything else that you had with it, even with a dodgy goalkeeper. Go and add your clinical forwards to that, who can create as well as Bruno and score goals. And then even if your keeper makes a mistake and goes 1-0 down, at least you know you can win a game 3-1, 4-2. In the end, the result's the only thing that matters. If you get results, most mistakes disappear. That was my theory, and I was pissed at Ten Hag for not doing that. That was it.
And here's my issue with that, like in regards to of course, injuries impact you and the way you play, without doubt. But I watched him last season deal with injuries. Like, for instance, when Martinez was injured, I watched him play Shaw left-sided centre-back in a back four, and it worked because he had just a defensive just a defensive
4-2-3-1, bro.
Again, another big issue I have with Ten Hag is there is no new problems this season. Every single issue we have this season, we had last season. And I watched him deal with it very, very well, and I watched him get results. I didn't rate our attack last season. You can go this receipts of this very show where people are talking about our attack, and I said, our attack is not good. Rashford had to have the GNA season of his life, and we only scored 58 league goals. Take Rashford out of it. You look at our attack, and that's what happened this season.
I think just to finish on the point, and again, it's not to. I'm not gonna challenge the point because I think you're bang on. I think in addition, the anomaly that's been missing is where you said there's been no new problems. New problems extend when you try to play a different style. And the reason I say that is because when you have certain tactics that are, again, different to what you had from the season before, then there are certain expectations from certain individuals with certain preferences and profiles. Certain profiles can no longer then do the work that you want him to do last season. For example, an honest example, Casemiro started the season, everyone's saying Casemiro's legs are gone, As if you look at it, he's actually been asked to do something completely different than he was doing last season. He's had to adapt. Therefore, that profile is no longer necessary for what he needs for this season. So yes, there are new problems based on him changing the way he wants to play football, which is going to have regression. However, it's on Ten Hag to sort that out. And I think we said on the Mandem talk.
But you said that.
We said on the Mandem talk. We said on the Mandem talk that he needs to revert back to type of what he was doing last season to maintain something. He's naive. He's stubborn. I've got no issue saying that.
That's my big and Deji right there. Before we get to everyone else, big up Rants, my brother Rants in the building as well. Guys,
big up, man.
There lies the problem. You said he switched the formation, which has then created a new problem. You've created.
Flawless. Can I just say something on that?
Yeah,
true. Can I just say
injuries or anything? So that's my major issue. Yeah, go on.
I'll just say before Rants comes in, big up Rants as well. I think
big up Rants.
Do you know the biggest thing? Yeah, it's that one word that's killing us with Ten Hag. Yeah, it's the naivety. This guy came in, Johnny Big Bollocks into the Premier League. No, he did though. He did because shout out. No, I'll bring the same point up against Saeed that Danny Devil in the Detail said on your stream. Yeah. Everyone was saying Ten Hag's abandoned his fundamentals from last season. He's playing one in the midfield. He's not playing two, yeah? He doesn't respect the midfield. He doesn't respect technical players.
He said it as well. He said that as well.
Yeah, he thinks he can come into the league and just, I don't know, be some Pep 3.0 or something. I don't know what he thinks, yeah? And the clarity for me now, because I said to you guys, remember when everyone was like, Musa said Ten Hag out after 5 games? I said to guys, you know what? I'm a bit more level-headed. Let me give it till Christmas, yeah? But I just let it play out in front of my eyes, yeah? When I'm looking at it all now, yeah, it's more than piss poor. It's more than piss poor. And what we're seeing every week, guys, like if I said to you guys, predict how we're going to play next week, yeah? Predict who's going to play and how bad we're going to be, yeah? What did I say to you?
Oh, no, it goes from...
Saeed,
you don't know. It goes from week
I said,
to week.
if I was sat there with a fan that had never watched football before and watched the game today, and I said, who do you think's the bigger club and the better team? Yeah, they'd have picked Forest 10 out of 10. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, sorry.
And Leon, do you know what I'd have respected as well? If he kept the formation the same and played a false 9 somehow, I would have respected that more because I know he's trying to keep the same.
Either way,
shape.
man,
bro,
he needs to know what he's done.
Just quickly, do you know? Just a quick one. Do you know what he's done? Yeah, all my brothers are from Nottingham. They ain't coming home tonight. Bro, it's a 6 a.m. job. Them lot are on a mad thing right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Seeing them man on the stories of the fucking Wembley of the life and shit. So, go on.
Well, Elanga's laughing, bro. Elanga's laughing, bro.
I don't understand.
Before you go, man, I'm going to read a couple of super chats here. And before I bring in rants here, big up Saeed and Mandem waking up 4:30 a.m. for this trash. I'm pissed off, supporting Ten Hag until today. Get him gone now. Fuming from Melbourne. Jam with Texas. If there's no change in football structure for the next 10 years, would you still keep Ten Hag in his job? And Teta won the league, but will be the man to change culture, reposition the club. And he did it with the crooks before Edu Vinay. United need the same. Rance, chat to us, man. What are you saying? I'm sure you've been watching the show. What are you thinking? Yeah, go on.
It's comedy, innit? So basically, what I took from it was Ten Hag has created all his own problems, but man is still saying that he should stay. Why? I hear man say, Casemiro's playing in a different role. It's not working. It's the manager's fault. But he should stay. Why? What are you talking about? This is very strange to me, bruv. Like, the whole thing is super weird, bro. Like, man said that these are no new problems, which is correct. Style of play is not about players. Style of play is about systems. We've seen it. Bare teams. Every team we play against, we have better players than them, and we're second best every week. Even when we win, we're second best. Whose fault is that? The manager. Yes, it is. Who signed these players? The manager. Flawless said, we didn't sign defensive players, which is correct. Mason Mount was supposed to be his creative midfielder. Anthony, Højlund, bare attackers can't score goals. It's not the manager's fault. Whose fault is it then? Who signed the players? Worst goalkeeper in the league. Who signed him?
You said it wasn't the manager's fault.
Manager. So why do you want him here then?
You said it wasn't the manager's fault.
You don't like winning football matches?
You said no. Who said it's the manager's fault? Firstly, that's your first thing you brought up. I never
said no. But do you not like winning football matches? No, I'm just trying to work out because I'm hearing bare excuses for this guy. I'm hearing 4 years and that, bro. Unless it's in jail,
I'm trying to tell you.
Unless it's in jail, man ain't trying to see 4 years and Ten Hag in the same sentence.
That's fine. That's you. But no one excused him same way.
Bro. Hey, bro, I'm trying to be real. No, because you know
you don't have to. No one.
You know what it is. I let man talk.
That went over the Mandem's head, you know.
No, bro. I let man talk
in the same sentence.
I let man talk, bro. I let man talk. I'll be real. Because what I saw today, I saw Man United playing against a Nottingham Forest that was not pressing us. Man took off Kobe Mino to put on Scott McTominay.
Criminal.
Who cannot help him build up whatsoever. We surrendered the midfield. We lost. And to be fair, the only goal we did score, their goalkeeper gave to us. I saw a 1 out of 10 from Rashford. I saw a 1 out of 10 from Garnacho. I saw a 1 out of 10 from Anthony, bruv. And man is saying it's not the manager's fault. Of course it is. What are you talking about?
Actually, one for defending, maybe.
Bruv,
them man were all rubbish, bro. Bro, listen, the best attacker, on the pitch was Ahmad, and he played like 20 minutes. You know, like that. Minutes. Bruno Fernandes is the captain. That's the brother that he decided to let define his legacy. That absolute scoundrel, bruv. That guy is an absolute disgrace to football, bro. Bro, he's an absolute disgrace to Man United. This is the Man United captain, you know. You know the amount of man that have worn the Man United armband for a whole season, and then you add his name to that list, bro. It's a disgrace. This manager said it was tactical putting on Ahmad. You know what putting on Tommy. You know what the tactic was? McTominay scored the other week. Like, hopefully he scores today. That was the tactic. That was the tactic. Nothing about ball retention. Nothing about build up. Nothing about any of that. I told you, man, last week, Villa threw the game away. We weren't good. They threw it away 2-0 up. And then I see that idiot Emery today talking about, it's too many games, like we can't cope. Yeah, you should have taken the second half off and just dropped everyone 40 yards back. You'd have won the game. You could have taken the second half off. It's not hard to defend. Like, defending is reactive. You just get a shape, hold it. That's what Forest done today. That's all they did, bro. And what did we do in the whole game, bruv? In 100 minutes of football, yeah, their goalkeeper had to give us a goal. Dallo hit the post. We got a deflected Bruno shot that was going out for a throw-in, yeah. Keeper ended up making a save. That's it for the whole game, you know. The whole game, 100 minutes of football. Say it's not the manager's fault. And then he said after the game, it's injuries, you'll see a new Man United. Next year, we will, because he won't be here. We absolutely will, bro. At the end of the day, we can't keep going into games, yeah, with teams whose players we won't take and then blame injuries and blame the players, bro. No, we're not going to do that. What, should we sign Gibbs White?
Like, do you know what as well? Yeah, do you know what as well, Ranch? Yeah, like, I just see the whole defensive part of it. Yeah, I don't get it, bro. You lose both your best defenders in the same fucking match in the Europa League, bro. Yeah, and you know how that affected you. So why are you not addressing this as soon as you can? Why are you not addressing that so that doesn't happen to you again?
He's concussed, man. He's concussed,
bro. That man said Casemiro's legs were gone. Yeah. All right, cool. And now everyone's bleeding in there. So what now? That man said Varane was dead. When Varane got taken out the team, everyone was like, oh yeah, right decision. He comes in, he's our best defender every game, bro. Like, this manager's actually making our best players look bad, bro. And man are talking about, we need new players. No, we don't, bruv. We just need to let our best players play, bro. If you pick your best players, yeah, that is a cheat-coded management, bro. It kept Oli in the job for 3 years. Yeah, just picking the best players, bro. You know the amount of times, yeah, players bailed Display out of the sack. Too many times, bro. Even Jose, when he was under pressure, he's about to get sacked. Pogba pops up, Martial pops up. Oh, he's still in the job.
Of course.
That's how these men keep jobs, you know. Bet your best players keep you in the job, bro. You know what it is, yeah? All this talk of naivety from Ten Hag, it's not naivety. This brother thought he was something else, and he's finding out exactly what he is. He come in thinking, I can just do the little arrogant thing. I can drop who I want, talk to who I want, sign who I want, and everything's going to work out. He's finding out he's not the guy, bro. That's all that's happening. It's got nothing to do with naivety. The guy is a pompous idiot,
That is naivety, though. By definition, what you've just explained.
No, it's not naivety. It's arrogance, bro.
Which that's what it is.
No, it's not naivety. He knew what he was coming into. He just thought he was better than he was. It's not naivety.
Right. Agree to this.
Naivety, yeah, bro. Listen. My comprehension of the English dictionary, yeah, bro. Let's not go there. Okay.
I mean, it's not that deep.
Do you know what I mean? He didn't underestimate the job, yeah? He overestimated himself. He's not naive. He's an arrogant fool.
Of course he's naive.
That's what he is. He's an arrogant fool, blood.
Do you know what's man as well? Let me take you lot back here, bro. Yeah? I told you, man, this, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago. I would like to know why he didn't get the Spurs job. Because I know, but I want to know why. Because this is all the stuff that he's doing here right now. Why did they see this? Why have they seen this? Yeah. But, like, this could have been, we would have been laughing at Spurs. Daniel Levy, you done it again if this man was in charge. But he's here now.
What you say would have got Andrew signed?
Is this the same Spurs that got rejected by 17 managers?
He's making excuses for this man talking about structure.
Is this the same Spurs that got rejected by 17 managers?
He knew, listen, you see when you know what you sign up for, yeah? You see, listen, let me give you man a story, yeah? Yeah? Well, you know what? This is about when you know what you signed up for. I went to see a girl. Yeah, I was in her house.
Runs on TV, you know.
Listen, I knew she had a baby dad. Yeah. Long and short of it is, baby dad's caught wind. I'm in the yard. Yeah. He said he's coming to the yard X, Y, and Z. I've rung my brethren and I've said to him, listen, you need to come here. He said, bruv, you knew what you was doing when you walked there. So this is what's going to happen.
No, real talk.
This is what he said to me.
Yeah, go on.
What's going to happen? Bruv, you're going to have to hold your lungs right now and we're going to have to go back and still deal with it later. That's what he said to me. Hold your beating and then we'll sort it out later because you shouldn't have went there in the first place. So at the end of the day, lucky for me, he never came. But at the end of the day, you can't tell me this man came here thinking something different. When he, like you said, there's higher caliber managers that have come here before and failed. So what?
But that's it. Exactly. That would be naivety. You know what was naive? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer coming into Man United with his Championship manager experience. Yeah. I'm thinking that he was going to be able to do something. That's naivety because Solskjaer had a certain element of humility. This brother is so egotistical, yeah. I can't believe for 1 second that he didn't know what he was coming into. He knew. He just thought he was better than he was, and he's finding out that he's not. And the point is, yeah, it's always someone else's fault. It's an injury, or they didn't stick to the game plan. It's always someone else. It's always someone else.
Let me ask you a question.
I do agree with that. Now, before you go, just in the traps one as well. Hey, my brethren better, whether or not, one, how long is the and two, the brethren better come and get me. And we'll argue about it.
I'm rolling. You know I'm rolling. Flawless. I'm rolling and I'll talk to you after.
You know what it is, Flawless? We had this conversation beforehand, yeah? And I was like, fuck my man, he's a dickhead anyway. That's why when I was calling, man, I was like, bruv.
Nah, first, like I said, this variables with that. How long is the gal? Is the guy? You know what I'm saying? Is he in your weight class? But come and get me regardless. See what I'm saying?
Listen, at the end of the day, the point is, when you know what you signed up for, you cannot be holding out any excuses. You can't have holding excuses, bro.
That's
because,
it.
But you know what it is though? He wanted full control, Mandem. He came into the job. I said, I want full control of the transfer. But my thing is, the bigger issue for me is, how did he go into that second half thinking McTominay was the answer in that holding midfield role? He hasn't even played McTominay in the holding midfield for a while. You know?
McTominay wasn't even playing in holding midfield.
He was 10. He was playing a 10.
Out there.
I'm so glad.
Why did he stay? Why did he sacrifice it then? Why did he sacrifice it?
You know what? I'm so glad Rant said that because you know what people overlook, that bum didn't even make an effort to close the 2 shots down for the goals, not even read where the people were going to be. And obviously, what do we expect, guys? You know what I mean? But like, this whole thing,
bro. In my stream, I said, McTominay is a number 10. He's an attacking player that's been misprofiled. He has got no defensive awareness. And as soon as I saw McTominay and Bruno, I said, Eriksen is going to get exposed. Because both of them are going to run forward.
Yeah.
And then what? Lo and behold, what's
Eriksen should be playing back to back 90 minutes anyway.
This guy.
Yeah, but we've got nothing. We've got nothing else though in the manager's eyes, bro. Like the manager, the thing is, he throws Eriksen out at the start of the season. He's getting desperate, so now he's just giving Eriksen a run. The guy don't have nothing that he's not doing anything logical. Like we saw Android 17 on the right wing, last game, and then now he's on the left today. And Rashford's up front. Why didn't he play, bro? You scored 2 right. He scored 2 goals on the right hand side last game. Why didn't you play him on the right again? You know why you don't play him on the right again? Because you knew it was a fluke. That's why. You're just vibing every single game. Every game comes, we'll try this, we'll try that. That's all it is.
Bro.
That's all it is, bro.
No, you know what's mad,
don't you think?
Before you go, Traps. Before you go, there's 4.3K here. Big up to everybody who's locked in.
Like the video,
GMS Nightmare says the manager that will be successful at United will be the same one that outlives these players. In Eric Ten Hag, I trust. Be patient, bros. Injuries ravished us this season. A fully United and comfortable top 4 this season. Big up to Mayo says, I watched this team 4 a.m. from down under to see yo-yo performances. I don't know if my heart can handle this. Adam says, centre back said, CB said on his new freestyle, I'm so tired of all these lies. Who's really rapping? What they live? See him on the 6th and I'll touch his wig. Lomo, this fraud.
Hey, bro, what are we doing?
Ten Hag's got the man to listen to drill. That's mad, bro.
Wow. CB is from Canada, man. CB, yo, big up to Adams. He's from Canada, bro. And man is like, man's listening to drill, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, man, it's really like that, bro.
Do you know what's the worst thing about,
bro? Go on.
I was going to say, you know what the worst thing about this season is? The league's not even good, people. The league's trash this season.
That's my biggest problem is if we won 3-4 more games, we comfortably in top 4. Not saying we win the league, but like we're in a much better situation. And it goes, all right, you never know what can happen. Same with the cups. That's what's so. Even the Champions League, you look at favorable draw, you can end up in a quarterfinal on accident.
And Flawless, you know what as well? Yeah, it's like. Where are your standards when, like, obviously we're low right now, but where are your standards when you turn around and go, yeah, it's cool, we're only 6 points off top 4? Bro, this is a trash top 4.
Leon, who are you asking that to?
Bro, we
when
got
you say
Chelsea
where are your
3
standards,
points
who you
behind
talking
us,
to?
you know, for all the banter.
Guy, you know.
Who are you asking that? When you say where are your standards, who are you asking?
Yeah, allow the stir in the pot thing, man. Allow it.
Allow the stir in the pot.
Allow the stir pot thing. Yeah, allow the stew pot. Allow it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Not about talk with chest these days, man. It has to be man.
That's what I want to know. I want to know.
You know, then don't be shook trying to use my name, bro.
You know what? Yeah.
Come with roundhouse kicks the lot, man. Knees, elbows, the lot. Man.
So, Leon, you mean where are NAG standards? Is that what you're asking? Where's
Let's
NAG
segue.
standards?
Ash, help me out. Ash, what you saying, bro? Yo, what you saying?
Fucking hell.
What am I saying? It's tactics, innit? Your tactics why Varane, your best centre-back's not being in the team and he's being left out of the Man City game. Do you know what I mean? It's tactics. You know, tactics why McTominay's coming in, replacing Maino, who didn't need to be replaced at half-time. You know, if that's his tactics, he's not our man to be deploying them tactics. Do you know what I mean? We need a new man in there. So, I don't know, man. He's way past his time now. What is it? 12, 13 defeats. He's breaking record after record after record. I can't anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those, you know.
He's dinnered.
Yeah, that's just quickly before I go, yeah. You see, like you said, he played Garnacho or Android 7E. That's fucking hilarious, man. On the far
it's crazy,
on
crazy.
the right, yeah? Don't you feel, yeah, that if he played him again on the right and it was successful, don't you think that effectively cooks his right hand man Anthony, blood? Doesn't it? Don't you think that's part of the reason why he doesn't do things like that?
I think the only issue.
Yeah, but Anthony's always the first guy he drops, blood, whenever something goes wrong. So
it's true.
It don't make no sense. Like none of it don't make no sense.
Yeah?
He's not even loyal to the man that he bought.
It's the striker situation. If Højlund starts today, I no doubt I think Garnacho goes right and the Rashford goes left.
I believe.
And it would have been 2-0.
Maybe. I mean, hypothetical. If
Højlund plays today, we don't score.
Rashford up front, then it's a problem no matter what.
Listen, by the way, did you hear Erik ten Hag? He said we overperformed last season, so now he's trying to gaslight this season now.
Man said he overperformed. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. The guy's an absolute scrub. How are you hearing this?
Wait, no one was saying we overachieved last season. I'm pretty sure. Listen, I've got.
No, but you know what it is though. You know what it is though.
As a man, you shouldn't be saying that, bro.
You know what? Just before you go,
bro, no. He overperformed last season. He overperformed there. He did. The team didn't. You know them because with the players he had, he was supposed to do what he did, bro. And we, if anything, we scumbagged it because even the game that we beat Newcastle, we were second best. We weren't the better team in that game, bro. And then they folded us in the league after. Do you know what I'm saying? We got lucky last season, but don't get it twisted. With the players that we had on paper, we should be finishing around them. We should be finishing in the top 4 comfortably again this season.
The team that he inherited from Ollie.
Bro, the team that we have right now, are you telling me that Tottenham have a better team than us?
Rotted, no.
Would you think Tottenham have a better team than us if everyone's fit? Yes or no?
Do Tottenham have a better team than us? What now currently?
If everyone's fit, yes or no? Tottenham got a better team.
If everyone's fit, sorry, you said.
Everyone's fit and available.
Yeah, if everyone's fit now, we're clearing them. Easy.
Well, there you go. So we should be finishing top 4 again this season. But no one's talking about top 4 because this guy's a fraud. That's just what it is, bro.
But you said if everyone's fit, and we haven't got everyone fit. So
yeah, but it doesn't matter. We've still got we still had a better team than fit, then we still had it because I'm saying when you're talking about overachieving, we didn't overachieve on paper. We overachieved because we didn't believe he could do that. And in hindsight, he didn't do it. It was the players. He didn't because now these players are if he got us there last season, and not the players, why is he complaining about injuries now? If it wasn't the players,
he's panicking now. You know what I'm saying? He's crumbling under the pressure. He's panicking.
Yeah, but it's decisions, isn't it? Because you look at the Liverpool game, he puts in Amrabat and Maino, fantastic performance. Next game against West Ham, takes out Amrabat, brings him.
Well, who picks the team? The players or the manager?
What's he doing? Do you know what I mean?
So
manager picking certain players. Facts.
The manager.
That's not an issue.
Okay. And then when the manager's talking, like the reason why we didn't beat Nottingham Forest is because of injuries. No, that's not why. Because we still had a better team out than Nottingham Forest. But guess 100%. What? You see, when you look at this Nottingham Forest team, and you look at Man United's team as a manager, and you say it's because of injuries why we're not getting results. What you're saying to me, the player, is you don't trust us. That's what you're telling me. You're saying you don't think we're good enough, but on paper we're better than the other team. So where's the disconnect? The disconnect is in the coaching. The disconnect is in the coaching.
No, facts. The result situation, I don't care what injuries you have, you do everything to get the result. That's not an issue. My thing with the injuries is when people talk about a consistent style of play, and again, like Florida's even said, it's a facts. There's no way in any way you can expect consistent style of play without certain players in your system. If they're not available, you're not expecting consistency. That's just a fact. So in terms of the results, that's not a fact. To go, you know what? I ain't got my players, so I need to revert back to a way that I can get these results. I'm with that, no problem. I've stated that many times. I've got receipts for it.
That's not a fact. That's not a fact.
To look at is go. Sorry, go on, bro.
That's not a fact. Players don't.
Is that not a fact?
Players do not affect the style of play. They might. The players can affect the quality in the final ball and the final decision, but the style of play stays the same regardless of who plays there. If you decide that you want to play out from the back, even if you don't have a goalkeeper that's good at playing out from the back, you can still play out from the back. If you want to play out from the back and you don't have the best ball playing centre backs, no. Wait. What changes is the quality.
This is mad. Go on.
What changes is the quality, bro. The style of play does not change. Tottenham do not say, you know what, we've got our centre backs out. We're not going to play the same way. They play a right back at centre back and a centre mid at centre back, and they play the same way. Did Jurgen Klopp say, "Oh, you know what, Van Dijk and Matip are out, so we're not going to play the same way no more"? Nope. I'm just going to play Jordan Henderson at centre back, and I'm just going to play Fabinho at centre back, and we're going to play the same way. So the fact that we don't have a style of play has nothing to do with injuries. It's got to do with the fact that this guy can't coach his way out of Sainsbury's car park, mate.
Let me show you what you're missing. I said consistency within the style of play. The key word is consistency.
No. You're talking about styles. I'm talking about quality. They're not the same thing. The style's not the quality. The style is the template.
I know, but I'm trying to clarify that for you because you're
not clarifying it. You're muddying it. You're making it worse, bro.
How? You're responding to my original point.
No.
So I'm giving you clarity on what I'm
talking
about.
The style is the framework.
But I'm talking about the end product. Consistency within that style. For example, if I may, you get Harry Maguire who fills in for a Martinez at left back for a random example, right?
Okay.
It's a fair example, right?
Yeah.
Maguire's in form, for his standards, Maguire's in form. However, my man takes two, three extra seconds or yards on the ball before making a certain pass.
Yeah.
Certain players will more consistently drive or make that pass quite instinctively. Doesn't mean Maguire hasn't made a decent ball after that. But what does affect is the timing of that. It gives them at least an extra 5 yards to get back in position before we make those passes. Those small intricacies are massively to do with the profiles and what we have. So although we're trying to do the same things, certain profiles will do it better. Therefore, we're not as effective. Therefore, it's not as consistent.
Yeah, because you're talking about quality. That's got nothing to do with the style.
Yeah, but it impacts the
if
style.
One player plays the pass if one of the players plays the pass after one touch and one plays it after two touch, it's still the same football. It's just not as effective. That's got nothing to do with the style. The style is the style and the quality is the quality. You can have the exact same style of play, but if you play with lesser players, the end product's different. Case in point, Pep Guardiola in his first season at Man City, he played the same style, but he didn't have the players. Finished third.
Okay, prime
example. Jurgen Klopp had played the same style, had different players for Liverpool, got to a cup final, but it was hit miss. He didn't say, you know what, these players ain't good enough, so I'm not gonna play this way. They said, I'm gonna play this way. This is the blueprint. The quality's not there. What you're doing is you're putting quality of players and the framework and the coaching and the style of play. Case in point, Louis van Gaal, we had a style of play, we didn't have the quality in the final third. So we had 100% possession, couldn't score. How do you remedy that? You get better players in those positions and we score goals, but the framework was the same. We were still having 70% possession at Anfield with academy players, bro. You're conflating two different issues.
You're missing the whole point.
AG's got a point though. Why is the framework
I haven't missed the point.
Why does the style?
Okay,
why are we so yo-yo? Why are we so yo-yo? It can't be just quality of players because it's so yo-yo. Every single time, the style changes every single time. Why is it? That's another question we got to ask ourselves. No, but Aston Villa, it can be certain way, but then Nottingham Forest.
The fundamentals doesn't change. That's what Ransom just said. The style isn't changing, and I'm with that. But what I'm saying to you is, over the course of 90 minutes, right? If you're trying something and it's not working, or it's not having the desired effect, they're not going to continuously continue. Those same players ain't going to continue to make the same decision every single time in that same position. Why? Because they revert back to type. So therefore, the football will then over a long period of time become inconsistent. Therefore, the style actually changes due to the profiles on the pitch. If you like Flawless said, yeah, when last season when Martinez,
I don't know, man.
when Martinez was injured, right? Yeah,
like you said my name, Saeed. Fuck you, innit? How about that? I'm joking.
No. You know what it is. You know what I've done. Yeah, I just let man tie his own shoelaces together. You know, like that, because that's why I let you talk. Because that's like saying, you know what? When it's 0-0, yeah, Liverpool just start hoofing it. No, they don't. You know what I mean? They keep playing the same way, and they try and score. You know why? Because one's a coach team and one's not. Same with Man City. Like, they'll play the same way for 100 minutes. And if they don't score, they're not going to say, you know what, fuck it. Put 5 man up front.
In the mixer.
Start hitting diags.
Yeah, in the mixer.
No, they don't do that. At the end of the day, you play the way you're coached.
Who did they replace him with?
What are you talking about?
Firmino is a completely different profile to Nunes and everything else.
Yeah, but they've also changed their style. They also don't have Thiago to dictate in the midfield, so they're not playing the same way.
So they
no. But Liverpool's style of play has evolved under Jurgen Klopp over the years. So anyone that watches football can see that.
So it's changed. The style has changed then.
Yeah, but he's chosen to change the style. He didn't change it because he didn't have the players.
Okay, so now we're running a similar line. So what I'm saying to you is...
No, we're not running a similar line.
Okay, well, maybe you're not seeing it. I'm telling you how
I've seen it.
Ten Hag, okay, say no more. That's how you feel, cool. But Ten Hag is ultimately in a situation where there are limited profiles to be able to execute consistently what he's doing. And they're reverting to type. For example, when Rashford is on that left and my man's running into man, taking on man, etc. Is that tactics? I don't believe it is.
But he bought him, my man.
Is it instructions?
No, he didn't buy in Rashford.
I'm talking about Anthony. He bought replacements.
I didn't even mention Anthony. I just mentioned Rashford.
Can I just say quickly? I think the issue is, yeah. Can anybody explain what Ten Hag ball is?
I think
a headache.
It's just fist pumps on the sideline when we equalize. That's what it is. Because the thing is, yeah, man can say, yeah, cool. It's not his fault that Rashford keeps running into players. It's not his fault that that Garnacho keeps getting thrown all over the place. It's not his fault that Anthony doesn't want to run past anyone. But at the same time, yeah, you chose this combination of front three. You can see it's not working.
And you ain't doing
nothing. You ain't doing nothing about it.
There's no one else to replace these players with.
And on top of that,
this is nonsense. We're not talking about one game. We're not talking about one game. Throughout the whole season, you've had Højlund. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Listen, that brother. Well then, why not try him on the right-hand side? Why not try something different? What did Klopp do? Klopp brought in Nunes to play up front. It wasn't working. What did he do? Stuck him out on the wing, started scoring goals.
What do you think?
At least he tried. At least he tried something.
Linking up with Wan-Bissaka, really?
Wan-Bissaka ain't linking up with no one anyway.
Exactly.
Why are you talking?
So what are we doing? So what's the solution?
Sack the manager. I've been telling you what the solution is.
You've just said about change players, and we ain't got players to
sack the manager. Man's talking about linking up with Wan-Bissaka, like Wan-Bissaka's linking up with anyone, bro. That guy's doing the spinneroonie at right back, bro. Like, what do you mean? Huh?
Why does Højlund go on the right then? If he's not going to link up or add anything, why does Højlund go on the right?
What do you mean he's not going to add anything, bro? He's got pace. He's got pace, and if we're gonna play the transition football, look at the Aston Villa game. Yeah, are you trying to tell me if Højlund's out on that right hand side and the ball's being played into space with his pace that he's not getting onto it instead of backing into man?
And that's gonna work for every game, you think?
No, but
it doesn't have to work for every game. Every game's different, mate.
Every game's
completely different.
I think managers saying just try something different. That's all. Not necessarily it works 100%. We're saying just try something different because we've seen this and it's not working.
He's changed the back four how many times, regardless of whether he's changed the midfield how many times. The front three can't change anymore.
The front three can change a lot.
Yeah, the front three can change a lot. Do you know what? Do you know why that's such a good point as well? Because the only games we play well is when we've got space.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know why? Because he only picks the players that can't ball.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why.
That's not style of play, though. That's not style of play for me. Having space, running behind. It's not a style of play. I'm sorry. It's not a style of play.
And Saeed, on top of that, these players have lost their faith in my man. You know, Rashford can play in the middle, you know. You lot forgot about last season.
He can't play striker, man.
He can, bro. He did it last season, bro. He did it last season. He scored headers. He was scoring striker goals last season. Against Liverpool and that, he was playing in the middle. He just doesn't want to play in it no more because he's lost faith. He's lost
Yeah,
faith, bro.
Rashford ain't playing for this manager, bro. 100% he's not.
Last season,
he ain't.
Rashford played in the
He's
left
not playing
and
for
in the
this
middle.
manager.
He was changing both sides, bro.
All right,
He's given up.
Bro,
Rashford's
Rashford
given
tried to
up.
get himself subbed off like 4 times today, bro. Like,
Rashford striker safe.
What, Neji? You don't
Yeah,
remember
he
Rashford
went
playing in the middle last
Like,
season,
bro,
no?
Rashford don't want to play for the
Confidently
manager.
playing,
Limited.
scoring headers in that, bro. You don't remember?
Nah, Rashford's not a striker, bro. I'll be real. He's not a striker.
But he can do a
However,
better job if he
can
really
do-
wanted to.
He can
If
do
he
a
really
job.
wanted to.
He can
Agree
do a
to
better
disagree,
job,
bro.
yeah, than the bacon you, bruv, Hoyland, bruv. He can do better.
It's not looking
job
like
than
he is
Hoyland.
a striker, Hoyland.
Nah,
He
he
wasn't
can do
bought
it.
as a
He can do a
striker. I
job.
mean, you look at his
Hoyland
profile,
can
he's
do a
a
job.
wide
Nah,
player.
Hoyland's a
Onana-
pole
Onana-
dancer, bro.
Transitional.
Let's be real.
Onana makes
He's
it
not.
all
He's
over
not.
the top
He's not a striker.
because we got this keeper in to start kicking.
By the way, let me just get some super chats. By the way, let me just get some super chats. Mahad says, we apparently said that Milo showed low energy levels as he played twice a week. Big up to Eli.
Twice in a week.
Look
Like
at
you
Brian.
say, Ian, man.
Yeah,
Man talking
listen,
about.
man, he's crazy. Eli says, look at Brighton. They have a consistent style of play regardless of what player leaves or comes in. But Eric Ten Hag has none of that whatsoever. Adiwale says, even though we had all the players pre-season, what was his style of play? The second string players look better than the first. We don't have a style of play. Style of play. People, we are not coached. Olu says the quality of players will affect the style of play. A good coach should change the style of play. Eric Ten Hag is clueless. My thing is, yeah, the principle should remain the same. And the problem is, yeah, how many times have we been yo-yoing the principle? 1 minute it's this, 1 minute it's that. Like, how do you expect a group of players to react to your setup and your style and your framework when it isn't there? It's almost like the foundations are brittle. They're not there, bro. His foundations. This guy said, I'm not coming to play Ajax football. And then he's relying on 2 players to perform his style, but it ain't gonna work. This manager's limited in what he can do, and that's why I'm saying let's get an interim to the end of the season and then get a long-term manager in where we know he's gonna pick his certain players and his philosophy, and half of it is not gonna leave anyway. So
no, I don't want a manager picking players and philosophy.
He's
just
buying
about
Ajax
manager
players.
we don't want that.
That's buying Ajax players, bro. He's done out here, man. This guy is failing at his job. He is failing, guys. Forget the structure, forget everything else. I'm telling you right now, this manager on its own is failing. I reckon this manager is probably the worst we've had since Fergie.
Bro, statistically, he's the worst manager that we've had.
Conversation.
Post Fergie. He is. It's not even an argument.
What stats?
I think it is right.
As in, what, the most games lost?
Yeah, we've lost
goals conceded, least goals scored. Bruv, all the stats tell you that he stinks, but stats are only important when man are talking about GA, bro. Other than that, then what?
No, I'd rather look at.
He's
again,
the worst manager.
I like specifics, percentage of wins in the tenure that you've been there, trophies that you've lifted in the
He's
time.
The worst
that
manager,
been,
bro.
Performances,
bro. He's broken so many records, blood. 7-0 and that.
Let's find the
Come
middle
on.
ground.
Okay, Neji,
what about performances?
Let me just
what about performances? Where are the performances? We've not had a decent performance under the manager. Do you mean maybe 2 or 3?
Talking about stats, bro. I'm just saying what they're
saying.
saying. Performances, you can't really gauge off stats, can you?
Neji, no, you can't. And they've been horrible.
He's not providing us any kind of entertainment. Where the 4-0s, the 3-0s, the 5-0s don't exist under him.
I don't
under
expect them
saw the
5-6. I never expected them, so I didn't set myself up for that type of failure. I'll be honest.
You know what? Forget the stats, yeah. Let's run the eye test, yeah. We played like 4 or 5 good games in the last year. Let's be real, yeah. We haven't won. Let's be real. Let's be real.
That's crazy when you say that. You are. When you go to the year of 2023, there's probably about 5.
I think
games.
2.
Okay. Can you guys name more than 1 or 2 hands? Yeah. How many games we played well since he's actually come to the club? I'll leave that one.
Barcelona home and away. Barcelona home and away.
That's it.
Yeah, I think like the first. I think like first.
Neji, we can go specific.
Chelsea was shit, so I can't.
No, I'm just genuinely asking genuine questions.
I'll tell you something for free. Yeah, my eyes don't lie, bro. Yeah, and I'm bored.
Right, no, everyone here says the same thing. Everyone respectfully has an idea of how they see football. And
no, but I'm saying,
rightly so going to believe what they see with their eyes. That's facts.
Well, you see, Neji, you seen good performances from our manager.
Crazy, bro.
I've seen good performances from our manager. And by the word good, I'd say 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Excellent is like 9 out of 10. I've seen good.
So what's great? What's great? Neji, what's great? What's great then out of 10? What's great out of 10?
Probably great.
In the group chat, you said that you've seen great performances. So what's great? What's out of 10? What's great?
Great performances. I appreciated what we did against Arsenal. Appreciated the first half. Appreciate what we tried to do against Bayern Munich. Again, certain situations happen. Appreciate the game against Crystal Palace. I thought it was one of our best games. But then they had that rotted volley. Happens. It is what it is. That's football.
But these are like 30, 40 minutes.
Say again?
These are like 30, 45 minutes. This is like a half.
These are 20 minutes of football.
Say that again.
Great game's a whole 90, man. A great game's a whole 90 for me.
Anyway, moving on to the other thing.
Again, I'm not going to expect to dominate. Why do I have expectations of dominating?
No, okay, I get what you're saying. Because the players
aren't
there. I get it. Listen, but no other manager has come in and give us with a -5 goal difference, come out the Champions League with 4 points, yeah, and to lose 9 games out of 20, bro. So there's no, that's fine.
Yeah? But like I said, that you're talking this season. I'm talking a whole tenure. In his whole time being at Manchester United, why would we not go off the whole tenure being there? Why are we scared of doing
the whole tenure, bro? We scored 50
Let's have an objective conversation. What are the negatives that he's brought to the table? What are the positives he's brought to the table? Find the middle ground. Why are we not finding no middle ground? That's my question.
There isn't a middle ground.
Yeah, there is no middle ground. Of course,
there isn't a middle ground because if you bring in all the positives and the negatives, far outweigh the positives. So there is no middle ground.
But his percentage of win rate is up there.
And AG, I think the reason why there is no middle ground.
That stat is flawed. I'm sorry. It's flawed, man.
The reason why there's no middle, because there's no middle ground overall for him is because last season, when you look at the eye test and you look at the numbers and the stats, it was good and we had a good season overall. There was a feel good factor. But then this season, it's been a complete flip. The reason why I separate the two, because all right, let's look at this season and how it's going. Even if there was a drop off from last season, it shouldn't be this much. Said it before, I say it again, the drop-off should... If we was 9 points better off, I'm like, all right, cool, we're probably roundabouts where we should be. Just the transfers weren't the best. Our attack is still limited. Cool, maybe you can sort it out. It's the fact, and you said this earlier as well, Neji, about him creating his own problems or creating a problem. That, to me, is unforgivable. Getting things wrong.
Did we sell any attackers last season? We didn't, did we? We didn't get rid of any.
No, we got Alanga, that was it.
Okay, so
no one.
And he wasn't playing. So, when you look at last season, we didn't score a lot of goals. We papered over the cracks. Even the final we won, we weren't the better team.
Yeah,
real talk.
Post the final, we lost 7-0 and we've been awful. Before the final, we played well for about 20 minutes at most every single game. This season, we're breaking all the wrong records.
Yep.
The manager spent probably on attacking players probably about 250 to 300 million, and we still can't score goals.
Huh.
And I can't find the middle ground.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't find one. I can't find one. If you're not scoring goals and then you spend money on attackers, you should score goals. Do you know what I mean? Were we not supposed to be buying goals when we bought Højlund? Were you not meant to be buying goals?
I didn't put that. Me personally, I'm one fan of 2 million or whatever United fans are. I'll just speak for myself. At no point did I put that pressure on my man, because again, I literally looked at Ten Hag and said, "You're a waste man for putting all the pressure and all the hopes on a 20-year-old who don't have the CV to be able to even bag goals for United. If my man gets 10 goals in a season, you have to clap and say fair play." I look at Højlund as a bench player. That was me personally. I wanted 2 clinical forwards minimum at United. I don't care about no goalkeeper. I don't care about no midfielders. I don't care about no engine, because that's what Mason Mount was bought for. Yeah, for an engine for transitional play and winning the ball back early. That was what he's bought for. Not to create, not to go and bag goals. Those are bonuses of what he could bring. That's what he was there for. That's his system. And I looked at Ten Hag and said, "You're a fool for doing that, mate. Absolute idiot."
How's that stat for you, bro? There's a stat right there on the screen.
Another stat is broken as well. Another stat. But that's why I don't really buy into that.
That's perfect, because it, again, goes exactly with the prediction that I made last season, which man were laughing at. And they were talking about, you should have prioritized goalkeepers over forwards, everything else. So I'm cool with that. So that's no stress.
This Premier League season's poor, though.
Score more goals.
This Premier League season's actually poor. That's the funny thing about it. This ain't a good Premier League season. It's not. And last season it wasn't great either. Like the actual quality of the Premier League is massively overrated. Yeah. Like in the Premier League, if you put together a few wins, all of a sudden you're in the top 6, bro. This is the Premier League. Last season it was Newcastle. Now it's Aston Villa. Do you know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, it's gonna be the same old rubbish. Like look at Tottenham. They hardly bought anyone. Went on a decent run. They were top of the league, bro. This league ain't really that competitive. It's not. It looks like it is, but really it's gonna be a 2-horse race like it always is. Pick your horse. Do you know what I'm saying? Man United ain't out the top 4. Not at all, bro. Man United go on a run of 4 wins, bro. They're comfortably in that top 4. Comfortably. Because we're not that far off. And Chelsea are 3 points behind us after doing all their nonsense. Bro, we need to watch out for them now.
You know the other thing as well, yeah.
3 points behind us.
You know, like we're talking about we're talking about the attackers and all that, yeah, and what he bought and what he doesn't have and rare, yeah. Do you think he had the whole summer to actually work with the attackers that he already had to try and improve players? Because we talk about this quite a lot. I think like Rance brought
had Sancho.
Things, you know? Yo, no, we don't talk. He's mad with that. Neji, can you seriously say that he's improved any players in our squad?
Yes, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, Rashford last season, all players that were looking to
but
be
Luke Shaw hasn't improved. Luke Shaw hasn't improved.
So this one I can't do objective conversation.
Okay. Sorry.
Last season, yeah, I don't rate Luke Shaw highly.
Where has he improved?
Did you see the impact that he had on the season last season?
No, but
even at left centre back. Come on now, man. What we're doing here? I don't rate the guy either. But I'm not going to sit here and lie, bro.
You missed the point of what I said. Relax 1 second. You missed the point of what I said. I said he had the whole summer, this summer, to work with players. So he's looked at the squad and he's gone, we scored 58 goals last season. Yeah. A lot of the games we got 0-0s, 1-0s. Rant said it himself. We didn't play well in the final because people always say to me, United fans, we deserve that final rare. Not from what I seen. Not from what I seen whatsoever.
Yeah, away games we got
Brazilian, man.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
So where was the improvement? Because you knew that you could only get a certain amount of players out. You bought your Hoyland, you bought your Mount, yeah. Where's the improvement in the current players you've got in the squad? Knowing you've got to go back into this season and try and match it or something like. Who has he improved in the squad?
That point's bang on, and I'd use that same reference point, that same question to every single manager we've had. Why is it the second season every time these players seemingly just go out of form? Why is that the situation?
I'd say Van Hal improved the players. I'd say
in the second season.
Did he win his trophy in the second season?
Yeah, he won his sixth trophy.
He won his trophy in the second season.
20th in the league for creation, all of that bullshit.
He won his trophies in the second season.
Yeah,
like the Luke Shaw thing is not valid. We signed Luke Shaw as a £30 million star boy, bruv. Luke Shaw has flopped in terms of what he was supposed to be, but let's not pretend that guy can't play football at all. Do you know what I mean? He can play football. Luke Shaw's problem is, he's fat, bruv. Let's keep it a buck. That's just what it is, bro, because he can play football. On the ball, Luke Shaw is one of our best defenders. On the ball, bruv. The problem with him is, he's out of shape. No, bro, he doesn't like running, bro. That's why.
I'm laughing because that Burger King picture just comes.
Yeah, but bro, this guy's picking up yellow cars like Mars bars, bro, and that's why because he doesn't like running. So when man's saying that Luke Shaw's improved, he hasn't improved. It's just that in the system, it requires him to run less. So he might look better.
Last season he was up and down.
We don't play overlapping fullbacks. We don't. We actually don't. You're talking. You're the same guy. You're the same guy. You're the same guy that said to me, "Is Hoyland going to link up with Wan-Bissaka?" How many times today did Wan-Bissaka get to the byline and put in a cross?
Couple times, man. 2 or 3 times.
Broski.
How many times did he get to the byline and put a cross in?
I've just said to you a couple times, 2 or 3 times.
In 100 minutes.
In 100 minutes, yes.
Well, there you go. Because that's not what's required of him.
But what's that got to do with linking up players?
Because we play inverted fullback. So because of that, you don't need to get forward. That's it. Luke Shaw gets to play. Luke Shaw gets to play, and do half the running that any normal manager would make him. Same with Wan-Bissaka. Because Wan-Bissaka inverts, he gets away with being one of the worst crosses of ball that I've ever seen. The guy plays like he's on roller skates. He's got no balance. He can't strike a ball, bruv. He can't strike a ball. The guy's always off balance. He looks crazy. He looks like he's breakdancing.
He's unorthodox, man. He is.
Yeah, bruv, because he's off balance all the time. That's all it is. Luke Shaw has not improved. Wan-Bissaka has not improved. No player has improved under this manager. Casemiro has regressed.
Ridiculous.
But not really. But not really, because Cass is still one of our top scorers and he ain't played in God knows how long. Cass is not worse. It's just that everything around him's worse. Because when we needed a performance at Bayern Munich here, who was the main catalyst? It was Casemiro. So Cass has not got worse. Varane hasn't got worse. He hasn't got worse because we've seen that when Varane comes out the team, then comes back in, you appreciate him now. You appreciate him now. But when he was there, you didn't appreciate him because everything around him was rubbish, bro. Nobody's improved under this manager. No one. Everyone's got worse. Every single player.
Yeah, that's just.
Can I just say something on that Wan-Bissaka? You see Wan-Bissaka there, yeah? He's had how many months now with Anthony? He has no idea what Anthony's going to do next. There is no partnership there between those two players.
I disagree.
You know what I mean?
The best time
I think Anthony's very predictable
when he's with Sancho on that right. That's fact. The link-up play.
I think Anthony's very predictable. Like, I don't agree. Everyone says that Anthony's unpredictable. The most unpredictable attackers we have are Rashford and Android 17, bruv. You don't know if he's going to lose the ball by trying to dribble or just kick it out for a goal kick. You don't know what they're going to do. Rashford done some weird back heel thing today for no reason. Like, you don't know what Rashford's going to do.
He can play striker. Come on, right, man. You don't do
Rashford
that,
is unpredictable.
I said he could
Anthony
do a better
is
job
not unpredictable,
like last year. That's what I meant. Like.
Anthony's not unpredictable.
No, I'm talking about his mindset. His mindset.
Right,
Anthony's not going to run at players. You know that Anthony's going to try and come back the way he's facing, and look for a pass. If the pass isn't there, he'll just lose the ball. Anthony's not unpredictable. There's no understanding because there's not a coached understanding between these players.
That's what I'm saying.
There's not one.
Yeah.
And Anthony, is actually, the funny thing about it is, out of all of our attackers, he's the least of our problems, bro. He's the least of our problems. Because the thing is with Anthony, if you play the ball to Anthony, he can control it and pass it back, bro. Garnacho don't pass. Garnacho don't know how to pass to a United shirt.
1 foot only to control, 1 foot only to touch, 1 foot to dribble.
Yeah, but one foot's not a problem, bro. Every time Garnacho gets the ball, he's trying to do something mad decisive. Every time he's trying to take someone on and
try
shoot
something and just
or
do
score.
that, bro. I'll be honest.
Him and Rashford are the same. Them man are always trying to win the game on their own every time they get the ball.
Anthony needs to be coached, bro. If I was coaching Anthony, I'll literally just make my players overlap. So that when he doesn't know what to do, he'll just give the player that's overlapping the ball. I'll give him more options around him.
If I'm coaching,
that's
Anthony,
the best you can get out of Anthony.
I'm resigning. Why is he? I'm resigning, man. I'm resigning, man. Why am I here? What am I like? Certain people cannot be. It's a wrap. The show is over, man.
How dare, man?
Like,
you know what it is?
Bad,
Anthony is the easiest scapegoat in that attack because he costs that much money. And he's one of the last ones in, bro. I'm telling you.
Stop it, Ranch. You don't rate Anthony.
I don't rate him. I don't rate him, but bro, these men are worse than him. But the problem is a lot of you man can't see it because he's the easiest guy to blame. He's the easiest guy to blame.
Come on now, bro. Anthony off the ball, 8 out of 10 player. On the ball, 4
out
out of 10.
On the ball, he's still better than Rashford and flipping Android 17, bro.
But that's the barometer, though. That's the barometer, though, Rants. I think the barometer is very, very
what did
low.
I say? The main thing I said, I said that, bro, them man are bigger issues than him. They are. The thing is, he's the easiest scapegoat, but bro, at the end of the day, if you look at the amount of times, that them other two turn over the ball compared to him, in football, every time you turn the ball over, you're starting an attack for the other team. He's a lot more secure in possession than both of them.
He's better at retaining the ball. That's a fact. That's not an issue.
Well, they have a different mindset, though. They have a different mindset.
Yeah, exactly. But the point is, their mindset is what's going to lose man games, bro. Because at the end of the day, I'd rather a player that keeps the ball from me than one that constantly loses it.
You're losing
that was my criticism of Bruno Fernandes. Man was saying, he's an aggressive chance creator. No, he plays for the other team.
Let me get the stats up.
Every time 17 picks up the ball and loses it, he's playing for the other team. Every time Rashford picks up the ball and loses it, he's playing for the other team.
All right, let's
possession, is 9/10 of the law, bro.
Let's take Bruno out the team, Forget Bruno, Say he's dead, he does whatever, he's rash. Where's the creativity coming from if all our wingers and all our other players are going to just retain the ball?
He said it's world class, isn't it? So
who's doing
but here's the thing. This is the thing. You man, mistake, doing dumb shit with creativity. When 17 is just running into bodies and falling over, that's not creative. That's pure just, bruv, it's lunacy, bro. When Rashford's doing back heels when there's no one on him, that's not creativity. That's pure foolishness. I'd rather have a player.
So if Anthony's there,
I would rather have a player that I pass the ball to and then they keep it and give it to someone else, bruv.
Anthony's not giving it to people, though. You see the numbers with how many times he's passing in the ball to Højlund. How many times he passed the ball to Højlund in the last 5-6 games?
Yeah, but passing the ball to Højlund means, bro. If you want to say that he doesn't pass forward, say that. That's fine because that would be correct.
Because he doesn't, does it?
Yeah, but he doesn't. But he doesn't lose the ball either. That's the point.
This season,
that is the point.
That is the point.
The point is,
more than that.
I would rather a player that's not constantly giving the ball away because that's easier to coach. I'm not trying to coach a man that every time he gets the ball, he just loses it for no reason.
Right, but you saw today, you saw today, Ahmad was holding the ball better. He was passing the ball better.
Ahmad's just a better footballer, bro.
Exactly, and why is the manager not seeing that? He sees him at training every week.
Bro, the manager don't like Ahmad, bro. I said it from last season. The manager don't like Ahmad.
You can't run that narrative yet. He's been injured. So why are you going to play an injured player?
Bro, last season, he had an option to keep Ahmad and he sent him out on loan, bruv. What are you talking about? He didn't want him. He said about his work rate. He said that he don't like his work rate going the other way.
Yeah, he don't. Yeah, he don't like his work rate. It's all about work rate. My thing is, we need to talk about Bruno Fernandes again. Neji, are you still calling world class still? I know we had discussions and whatnot. You still think he's world class?
In this day and age, he's world class for what he's doing, yes. Is he a world-class technician? No. He's an ugly footballer that does world-class things, has world-class abilities.
Who's that?
So what would you say is world-class at? What would you say is world-class
Who's
at?
this?
Then?
Bruno?
Creative chances,
Bruno.
impeccable. His eye for a pass, his IQ, his execution may not be. I think he's an ugly baller. Yeah, I think he's an ugly baller, my friend.
What'd you say?
So IQ is giving the ball away. IQ is giving the ball away.
There's a difference between IQ and execution. You can have IQ. IQ is having the intelligence to see something.
But to get execution, you need IQ. To get execution, you need IQ as well.
It's two different things. You can't school me on this one. You know what I do as a job. You can't do this to me. You know I look at depth and stuff. You can't do that. Having IQ is the intelligence to be able to see something. Having the execution, having the ability to do it. Now, does he have the ability? Yes. Being able to do it at that moment? No. There's a difference. Therefore, like we said, does he need to simplify his game?
Hold up. What's the difference?
Hold up.
I'm lost. What's the difference in that?
Being able to execute does not come down to intelligence. Intelligence
comes down to technical ability, which Bruno has none of.
Seeing the picture. That's it. IQ is seeing the picture. Having the ability is then to execute that picture. Two different things. Yeah, so he sees things that most don't see. That's why when he does those outside of the boot pass, that's why he does them madness assists. It's like raw. Who does that? He has the ability to do it. Does he execute it enough? No, he doesn't. Is he the flaw that I think?
Yeah, I don't agree.
The difference between him and, let's say, an Eriksen, KDB is that, and again, it's mad when I brought this stat up. Hopefully, people don't get triggered, right? When KDB 2 seasons ago, gave the ball away the most in the season, no one said anything about it. I was cool with that, by the way. I don't mind creative players doing that, so I'm not doing it as slander. But the reason I bring this up is this, right? Is because stylistically, if you look good doing something, but the end result is not effective, you don't get picked up on it. But if you look like a donkey doing something, you're going to look like you don't know what you're doing. Either way, the end result is the ball's still given away. That's just a fact. So this is what I'm trying to say. Aesthetically pleasing ballers get away with more than ugly-looking ballers. The same way when we're talking about Wan-Bissaka, when my man's trying to put balls into the box, it looks like he's off balance. But why is he the only one staying on his feet? Even though he's off balance, I agree. He looks ugly. Dirty stinker. But my man's still effective doing what he's doing. So I rate effectiveness over aesthetics. That's
Can I just challenge that?
Of course.
Because we can mistake IQ with like basic stuff. So I think sometimes when you're saying like IQ, like the hero balls and stuff that Bruno's doing, we are a counter-attacking team. We've only played counter-attacking football for the last few years. We don't know any different. Our team's not intelligent like that. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't have a style of play. So these guys devote to counter-attacking.
I would disagree with that. So we're probably not going to see eye to eye here, but carry on, bro.
Watch the game. The only time we play well is when we play against space and we're counter-attacking.
Bro, respectfully, just because I see something different doesn't mean that we're both right or wrong. I'm just saying we have a difference of opinion.
Okay, so cool. Well, that's what I see. But basically,
agree to disagree in it.
Is that intelligence that Bruno is smashing the ball, knowing that the players are just running into the channels anyway, because that's what counter-attacking football is?
No,
that intelligence.
It's not.
Because do you know what I don't see with Bruno? I don't see him. What do they call feeding the eye through the needle? I've seen him do it once in Martial this season. I don't see him doing what Pogba would do, and Pogba was world class at it. I don't see them kind of intelligent little.
Give me an example, please.
I don't see him give and going. I don't see him flicking over in the box.
He's done that bare times. Even this game is funny because I was in the space today when we were talking about it.
I know for me it's flawed. Check it. This I know it's flawed. Yeah. What happens when he gets to the edge of the box and he gets to the final third? He always wants to spam ball. He doesn't have the intelligence.
None.
To cut open the box. Answer that one.
To cut open the box,
bro. He just spams the ball.
What do you mean spam?
It's volume.
Hey, when you're ready, bruv, I'll be real, yeah. This Bruno argument is scandalous, okay? It's got nothing to do with aesthetics. It's got everything to do with ability. Bruno cannot pass the ball. Bruno it's all about put the ball somewhere. That's all it is. Bruno don't have no IQ. The IQ thing is a myth. It's not that he sees passes other people don't see. It's that he hits passes without looking because he doesn't care. That's all it is.
Well,
like
so you
Bruno does not look up and find players, bro.
Okay.
There's no precision in anything that Bruno does. You see KDB, a lot of the time, KDB, if you look at some of KDB's assists, it looks like a surgeon with a scalpel.
Real talk.
Bruno looks like a rat with a machine gun, bruv.
So what have you just said there?
And he's just spraying everywhere, bro.
That's my point.
No, one is skilled and one is holding the trigger and firing everywhere. It's got nothing to do with aesthetics. One is precision.
Yes, you just said looks.
And no. One is precision. I was giving examples of the styles, bro. One is skilled and one is not.
Don't try waffle this one up.
One is bro, listen. I know. Listen, I know it's hard for you to digest this. But it's got nothing to do with aesthetics. It's got nothing to do with aesthetics. It's got to do with skill set. It's got to do with skill set. I am comparing skill set. A surgeon is very precise and surgical. This scattergun approach from Bruno is not surgical because he lacks skill. It's got nothing to do with aesthetic. Because some people are very skilled at doing certain things, but it doesn't look great. There's a lot of people that are very skilled. Marouane Fellaini was very skilled, at taking the ball out of the air. It didn't always look great, bruv, but guess what? He got the flipping job done, mate.
That was his
Do you know what I mean? It got the job done. There's a lot of players that get the job done and it don't look great. There's a lot of them. There's players all in every league. You don't look great, but they get the job done. Erling's another one. He's not the most elegant player, but you can't argue the fact that he puts the ball in the net.
Yeah, in the net.
Bruno Fernandes, plays a percentage game all the time, and it's a very low percentage game. It's the opposite of IQ because he endangers the team with his movement on and off the ball because he's poor. He puts the ball in no man's land 9 times out of 10. There's nothing surgical about Bruno. Even the goal we conceded today, high IQ Bruno decided to dummy the ball when there was no one there.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So when man are talking about IQ, Bruno
concedes us a lot of goals,
If anyone is concussed, it's Bruno Fernandes, bro.
Bruno concedes us a lot of goals, Mandem,
I just want to clarify
though, to be honest.
No one's done that.
That's what I'm calling him from that one, man. High IQ Bruno. That's a fire name. Sorry.
That's
bro, he's got no IQ.
I see. That's fine for you, isn't it? If you don't rate, you don't have to rate it. I'm not talking up. I'm not talking this so you agree.
But you call them world class.
I don't make opinions for you to agree or disagree.
That's a crazy.
I just make them for me. Huh?
Yeah, but the thing is, though, you've called it world class. That's why we're kind of judging it.
Again, that's my prerogative. How I look at football, how I appreciate and certain things. It's like when I've said to you, and I said in the group chat. The defensive work from a midfielder. None of you appreciate it because it ain't flashy, it ain't great, and it ain't going to get its plauses. I literally look at old football and go, wow, why is my man doing all these things?
But Neji, he will defend for us and then he'll give away a free kick that we concede to anyway.
I'm saying he
doesn't defend, he just runs around.
Rhino, I'm not saying whether you think that or not, it's effective. It works. Like it or not.
It doesn't work. Where are we in the league 7th? He's got no goal. Right, what's he got? Like 8 assists in 2023. What's working, bro? What's working? What's working? Man got 8 assists.
Not on the manager doing a madness with McTominay. It's on Bruno. Right, we're 7th. Come on, man.
No, but I think we're analysing.
Let's just use the player.
We're analysing. Yeah, we're analysing this play. If you look at Bruno, there's not that much variety to his game as well. When the way he creates chances, there isn't that much variety.
If that's how you listen, you know what's mad?
No, but I'm saying what I see, bro. Is there that much variety to Bruno's game?
I'm not disagreeing. Listen to you. I'm not okay. What you need,
like you said, another point as well. Just quickly before you go. Another point.
We're gonna wrap it up. Yeah. Say your last point.
Another point that is IQ is not that there because we don't have tall players, but he always seems to want to cross it to the back post.
Bro, listen. He just hangs the ball in the box. Every time the ball drops to Bruno on the edge of the box, hang it back post and
that's the only reason to cross the ball because you have tall players.
No, but I'm saying that it's not intelligent for me. I don't get it. Do you know what I mean?
But it's not a precise cross. It's just a floated pass. It's just floated. There's nothing precise about it.
Listen, I will happily agree that how you see Bruno. I'm not sitting here, and I'm never going to sit here and tell anyone how they should see a footballer, how they should see a manager. Yeah, all they have to do the same respect backwards. And because listen, I appreciate football how I appreciate it. Like I said, my favorite player at United is Donny van de Beek. Never going to see a minute. My reasons have been outstanding for that. So for me personally,
you like Donny van de Beek, but then you like Bruno. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
No,
That's
there's a difference between liking and respecting. What you man have a problem doing, yeah, and I've noticed quite a lot, yeah, is the moment one bit of positivity gives a player that you dislike, that can't be true. It's either all shit or all good. I look at the whole player and go, I give him his props for X, Y, Z. I also go, he's an ugly footballer and he's a bit erratic at times. No problem. I've got no issue saying the negatives or the positives. You man seeing him struggle to do both. I rate Donny van de Beek.
I'll give you some positives about Bruno. He's decent at penalties.
So you ran him.
There you go. Cool. Safe.
Yeah.
That's how you feel.
That's it.
For me personally, I rate him enough to go.
Listen, I think we're going forever. Yeah. I'm just gonna get these super chats in, yeah. Man, I'm gonna get these super chats in before we wrap up. Dillian said choosing Ante over could have sacked him, then selling Fred and keeping McTominay. I'd take company tonight, says O'Shane. Godham says think of the positive. Repeat the first half of the season again, and United could end up with 20 wins, 2 draws, and 16 losses. That's crazy. That's crazy. Lisandro has improved on the Ten Hag. Saeed, some people call Rance negative when he said it all day. He said it all along. By the way, have you not seen the negative record list? Oh my days, get this Eric Ten Hag fraud out. Adiwale says the main reason Bruno tries all them passes is because he can't dribble and retain the ball. He fooled people into thinking he's a creative player by hoofing the ball over the top to Rashford. That's a good point, you know. IQ is seeing a potential pass, but your natural IQ tells you based on the defender's position, not to make the pass. Bruno's brain goes do it.
He
then
just forces it.
That's not IQ. That's hope and pray, like Bavado.
You know.
Yeah. How's Eric Ten Hag been at Ajax and ended up with Donny van de Beek, Anthony, and Moyes got Alvarez and Kudus? Crazy.
This is what these
Bruno
kind
got
of
3 assists.
No talent. And
Bruno got 3 assists.
No
Bruno
way.
3 assists, lost possession 600. No, this is
No
not right.
way. 680 times in 15
games. Someone check that.
Oh, shit. No way.
Go check that.
680 games. Wow. This is the most of any other Premier League. There was a stat anyway that he was the most player that to lose a ball. That's what I'm saying. You can't call a player world class when it's a detriment to your team.
Saeed, my rebuttal to that, my honest challenge to that is, that's just come up. I'm not shocked, right?
Oh, he's trying. He's trying. That's what you're gonna say. That's what you're gonna say.
Okay, cool. But my rebuttal to
that's what he's gonna say.
Why is it when KDB was top list for the most balls given away, it was never challenged like the way you man challenge it? Why did you never get?
I did challenge it. I did challenge it. I did challenge it.
He did.
Yeah, I did challenge it. KDB, I don't like him.
So he's
overrated
then.
I don't like him.
I think KDB is overrated.
I think KDB is massively overrated, but he is a technically accomplished
technician, a better technician.
The difference between KDB and Bruno, is KDB actually has technical ability and Bruno doesn't. But I think KDB is massively overrated. I've always thought that Bernardo's a better footballer than him. Always.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that Rodri's a better footballer.
Even goes as far as say Gundogan.
Difference is
Gundogan as well, in my opinion. Gundo was better than him as well. I've always said it. However, KDB is actually technically, you can't argue with him. He's one of the best strikers of football in world football. Great. But bro, who shoots better than KDB with both feet? Apart from maybe Harry Kane, bro, and Mason Greenwood, bro. Like, bruv, listen, both feet KDB's bro, he's an absolute assassin, bro. If the ball drops to any striker in the world on either foot, most people will put KDB on that, bro. I can't give Bruno a compliment apart from penalties. Not one, bro. KDB can strike the out of a football, bro. Like, that's one thing he can do. The guy can play, innit? So cool, he can't run, he can't do certain things, but what his one skill is very, very hard to be competed with. Like, there's no midfielder in world football that strikes a ball better than that guy with both feet. There's not one.
McTominay,
come on now. Listen, man. Listen. Anthony Ellis says, wait, Bruno dumping the ball with no one behind him for real. That's so brazy. Bruno doesn't have any skill set to his game. Look at Paqueta and his finesse guide and skill killers to his game. And even Odegaard, Bruno is nothing but a spam guy. Kyle FC says, wicked show, very boutique. Happy New Year, Mandem. Big up, man. And Bruno plays ball like he can't wait to go home. Hit the girl chat and watch his assist on YouTube. Portuguese Bora. I'm done with this madness.
Portuguese Bora.
Listen. Lock it off. Brailsford was in the thing now. He's got what we've got. What 2 games in the whole of
Brailsford
January?
is fuming.
Yeah, he was fuming, bro. Like I said to you, he's got 2 games. This is more than enough time to get a manager in, sack him, and I'm trying to say to you, bring a new interim manager to the season. Simple.
I will tell you one thing,
if
we do sack him, one thing I do hope to see change, is we actually manage to get rid of the players we've just bought, because that's when I know they aren't messing. If they're happy to take a loss on man like Anthony, man like Mount, Onana if necessary, they're happy to do that for whoever their manager is, then I go, okay, I can rest on the structure. I'm cool with the rest.
We need another keeper still, for sure.
If they don't do that, respect.
Get rid
If
of
they
everybody.
don't,
Need to see what Bayern is about.
Looking at them moving like
what did you say? Flawless, get rid of anybody.
Flawless been saying it for the longest, you know.
Word to my guy Eddie, man. ACGI, anybody can get it, man. Get rid of everyone. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of us. I'm tired of us. Like when it comes to players with Manchester United, what we can do for them. How about what you can do for us? How about we, the employer? You know what I'm saying? You're the employee. When you go sit down at a job, you don't say to them, hey, what can you do for me? No, they interview you. That's how bad these players are. We're talking about, can we improve them? Can we coach them? Of course it helps. Of course coaching and the correct manager can get more out of players. But you should have a basic skill level where you don't need to be coached. Certain games and certain things we're doing are nothing to do with the manager. It's just playing.
The player should just know what to do. Yeah, bro.
Like giving away silly free kicks sometimes, for examples, and just basic stuff. Even when we went away at Galatasaray and there's a wall and then there's 2 Galatasaray players either side of the wall, all them internationals and all those experienced guys, and nobody goes, hey, does someone want to just stand behind them 2 there in case they split and it shoot? And it goes right there. Come on, man. What are we doing? Get rid of everyone, man. I don't know why we defending these man comparing shit to shit.
Yeah,
they're not good enough. How much longer do they need? Whether they've been there 10 years, 5 years. Obviously, I may know and others. I'll give a little bit more leeway. But the rest of these man can go, man.
I think there's probably about 4 players, Flawless, if we're being honest and real, that we probably genuinely keep.
Yes,
genuinely.
What's the keeper that we sold again? What's my man's name? The guy that we sold for a change.
Kova.
He was cold, bro, in preseason, bro.
Potential, man.
Flawless, you know what? That's a good example. Because if you go into the job and say, "What can I do for you?" They'll be like, "You can get the door, mate." And that.
Yeah, you can get the door. How about it? That's just regular entities. You get what I'm saying? And that's not Manchester United Football Club who are at the cream of the crop of their profession. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, we're a prestigious club. Don't get it mistaken. I'm saying worldwide juggernaut. But yet we're signing players and it's, we can resurrect them. Why are we resurrecting players for? How about we not signing players banging
fresh start, man.
Yo, large upside for the show, though. Big show, man. Big show.
Big up to Cathal says, Bruno, it's a triangle born on pro evil. Everything is through ball. Always try to force it.
You know about pro, you're
I agree with Cavell there. Play the ball into feet, man. You know what I'm saying? I'd be
not just triangle, he's L1 triangle as well. Triangle and L1 triangle.
Always airtime on them passes, bro.
I say it all of the time.
Forest fans in the chat, it's like your Wembley tonight, innit?
I say it all of the time. Hey, man, then play the. Hey, anyone who watches me on Pro, I'm saying it all the time. X passes, play the ball into feet, man. Too much triangle. What we doing,
bro? It's crazy. But listen, Mandem, it's been a good show. We had 4.6K there at one point. It's lit, man. Big up to the community. Big up to everybody watching, the rivals. Yeah, man, I know people want to see tears, but you man like the video, innit? You get me? Shout out to Rance for tuning in. Big up to Rance. Big up every time. You get me? Make sure you follow Rance's channel. Flawless is going live in about 10 minutes, bro. Literally the pinned link right there. It's going to take you there as well. So make sure you check out Flawless Sarcasm City on there. Lay G. Big up to you, Lay G. Unleash Sports, man. Big up to Leon as well.
Shout out. I'll be on Flawless as well. Do you know what I mean? And for now, people, Scott McTominay.
That tune, I ain't gonna lie. That tune is catchy though. I can't lie.
It's one of our best charts, but it's awful.
It's catchy, man. Like when I went to the game, I was
singing it. Boys, it's peak when I'm in school, and I got kids that coming up to me in their City shirt singing McTominay songs. It's peak. I can't even lie, bro.
Wow, it's crazy. It's crazy.
You can't even pump a kid in his face.
We're gonna die on that hill, bro. That Freemason Fergie gave us McTominay, bro, as a parting gift.
But somebody came on today, yeah. But somebody came on today, yeah. I'm watching the game with my kids. My boys start cheering, start getting hyped. Wanted to slap him. Do you know what I mean? You know,
you get it, man. You get it. Trust me.
Bro, I hear it, man. I hear it. But yeah, man, big up to Ash, big up to Rhino as well. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. But big up to Ash, big up to Rhino, big up to everybody who's here and Traps as well. And yeah, man, we'll catch you up soon, man. This has been a Mandem Talk. Head over to Sarcasm City right now, people. He's going to be going live right now. Make sure you tune in there, people. And yeah, man, we'll see you Wednesday for the Mandem talk. We're out. Peace.